And we welcome you to Game 1 of this NL East series between the Atlanta Braves and the Miami Marlins. Here's your starting lineup for the home team. The Miami Marlins at second base batting first, Xavier Edwards. At center field batting second, Jacob Marcy. At catcher batting third, Agustin Ramirez. At first base batting fourth, Liam Hicks. At shortstop batting fifth, Otto Lopez. At designated hitter batting sixth, Eric Wagaman. At left field batting seventh, Troy Johnston. At right field batting eighth, Joey Weimer. At third base batting ninth, Maximo Acosta. And pitching today for the Miami Marlins, it is the right-hander, Edward Cabrera. Your starting lineup for the home team, the Miami Marlins. All right, everybody, welcome to this broadcast between the Braves and the Fish. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. You guys made the call on this game, so this is the game that we are going to do. My name is cgiulianihpu. If you have never been to a cgiulianihpu live stream before, how it works is like this. We're going to be doing live play color commentary on the game. Fire away in the chat any questions you might have. I'll be happy to answer anything and everything. Any donation, I get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see them. Vote in that poll who you think wins this game, the Braves or the Marlins. If you are a member, you can show your support for either one of these teams using the emojis in the chat. We got the Braves logos and the Marlins logos. Also, members-only Q&A stream on Wednesday night. Click that link above if you want to watch today's video. We talk about a trap game from 1986 involving Washington and New Orleans, and a bizarre situation where Art Monk had no idea what team he was playing, which is not a good thing, obviously. Not a good thing. So, appreciate all you guys being here. Before I get to the questions, I do this thing with live band karaoke where every Thursday night I sing with a live band. $50, I'll do any song you want me to, but for $25, we have one song that is half off, and we're going to spin the wheel right now to figure out what song it's going to be. How's it going, everyone? Mr. Relevant, how's it going? We got a lot of NFL news, and we're going to be talking about all that in just a little bit, but let's spin the wheel really quickly just to see what it lands on, and then we will talk about You Make the Call and what the You Make the Call plan is for this one, because we are going to be doing a little bit of elimination for this one. So let's see. The song of the day, $25. Again, any song on that list for $50, but what song is going to be half off for this stream and this stream only? It is going to be... Whoa. It's Tricky by Run DMC. Okay. Was not expecting that. Okay. It's Tricky by Run DMC is the song that's 50% off for $25. $25 for It's Tricky by Run DMC. Okay, that is very out of left field, but okay. There we go. There we go. Yeah, Terry McLaurin got paid. No surprises there. They were coming close to agreement. Trey Hendrickson did get paid, though, as well. Bit surprised they got to agreement that close. It felt like they were talking for no time at all. They just started resuming talks today, and then they finally got a deal done. I can't believe Mike Brown actually won that one. Micah Parsons, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I think that's at a stalemate. Mark Cooper going back to the Raiders. I like the move a lot for the Raiders. Why not? 1-year contract, low risk. How's it going, Kevin? Appreciate you, man. Yeah, have fun with that one, Vito. Yep. That's $25. $25 for It's Tricky. Every donation also counts toward You Make the Call. How many decide which game we're calling on Friday night for college football. We're calling Auburn Baylor. How's it going, Adrian? Kevin, how's it going, guys? It's song from the 80s, BJB. Appreciate you tuning in, though. Georgia Tech, Colorado, App State, Charlotte, or Kennesaw, Wake Forest. The lowest donated game by the end of this stream is going to be eliminated. So keep that in mind. We're going to go from 4 to 3, 3 to 2. And then Wednesday we'll decide the game. So keep that in mind. 4 to 3 after this. So you have one day for this to make the call to get it down to 3. Then one day to get it down to 2. You get the idea. Lowest donated game is out. Every donation during the game counts as triple toward You Make the Call. How many decide which game we are calling for that? And again, if you donate during the game, it counts as triple. And here we go. First pitch upstairs for a ball. 1-0. Starting lineup for the Braves. Profar, Olsen, Acuna, Harris, Ozuna, Baldwin, Albies, Alvarez, and Allen. Second pitch check swing. Fouls it off 1-1. Cabrera on the bump here for them. For the Fish, I should say. Last time out, did not pitch well against the Cardinals. In that 7-4 loss, he went 4 1/3, allowed 11 hits, 4 earned runs, 6 hits. Got Mono with a 2. Appreciate you, man. In my opinion, the Mets should surrender the division and aim for two or three. I mean, I don't think they're catching up on the division. I think the Phillies have got that division at this point. 2-1 the count. That one in there for a strike. 2-2. I don't think you have to worry about that one, Getmana. I think the Phillies are going to win the division at this rate. Time for the leaderboards. Let's go. Let's go in first place. Which game do you want, Getmana? Appreciate you, man. Which game do you want? I'll get you on the call for it. That one grounded to first. Nice diving play there. Hicks, and then covering the bag is Cabrera for the first out. So one down, leadoff man sit down. That's going to send Matt Olson up to bat the first baseman. Oh, take 2 out of 3 versus Phillies, Matt Chase a sweep. Oh, well, you win all the games you can. You win all the games that you can. You're not thinking like that. But you win all the games that you can in that one. Well, Colorado. All right, almost went to school there. Nice. All right. Colorado games. First pitch to Olsen. That one outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Yeah, Jason Sanders missed the first month. I know the Steelers are looking to offload Sauls because obviously Boswell's their kicker. And Sauls look very good in the preseason. Swing and a miss on the curveball. 1-1 the count. So my guess is that the Dolphins will acquire Sauls from the Steelers for something. Probably like a 7th round pick is my guess. Probably like a 7th rounder. That one inside. 2-1 the count and low. That's my guess. Yeah, Hooker's a bust. Yeah, 3rd round pick. It did not work out. He looks so bad for the Lions. He looks so bad. Not surprised with that. He's probably got to catch on the UFL because I don't think he's getting signed anywhere else. He did not look good at all. Anytime he played for the Lions in the preseason. Fouled off. 2-2 the count. 2-2. Mixing out for the first 4 weeks. Woody Marks. Buying stock in Woody Marks. He's looked solid in the preseason so far. He's looked solid in the preseason. 2-2. Yeah, McLaurin, the deal is fair. That one just a bit low. Full count. Full count. YouTube TV. I know they're in a character review with Fox. That's not a good sign for college football season. Hopefully it gets resolved. Hopefully it gets resolved. Otherwise, a lot of fans can be in the dark for the Texas-Iowa State game. 3-2 the count. Check swing. Did he go? They're going to say he did. On the pitch down low. At least Malik Hooker had some moments. I mean, he was a 1st-round pick. So, Hooker at least has moments. Malik had to never look like he belonged. Acuna coming up now as Cabrera gets his first strikeout of the game. Yeah, $390 million. That's good value for McLaurin. Gets paid like a top 5, top 10 wideout. That makes sense. Number 4 on the day of C wins St. Louis. Ooh. That one in bit high for a ball. 1-0 to Acuna, hitting above 300 this year. Acuna last time out. 2 for 4 against the Mets and multiple hits in 2 of the 3 games of that series. That one, a blooper into the outfield grass, but making the play is X. 3 up, 3 down. Good start for Cabrera. Needed that one after how bad the last game went for him. No score, bottom 1. Should the resolve the issue of the NFL? They better. They better. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of upset people about it. But just because of the NFL doesn't mean they have to resolve it. Just because of the NFL doesn't mean they have to resolve it. I saw with Fox and Optimum, that was a huge... Or no, Fios. It was Fox and Fios back in 2009 or 2010. That was a big dispute. And that was during the football season. During the World... Or just after the World Series as well. Hooker's career had been different. He not got injured in 22. Probably a better arm strength. Probably would have better arm strength. I mean, the arm strength was not good this preseason at all. It was not good at all. But number 4 song, I'm going to go with... Oh, man. I'm going to go... It's not going to be right. I'm going to go I Miss You by Climax. It's not going to be right. I'm going to go I Miss You by Climax. I'm going to go with that. You know, McLaurin, he skipped training camp. You know, it's not really a waste of time. He skipped training camp. How's it going, Kudra and Brocco? Kutcher, let's go. Let's go. Welcome in. Welcome in for this one. Why do cable provider network disputes always coincide with the start of football season? Because they know the leverage. Because they know people are going to be more upset. If there's a dispute and it takes place during the summertime, who's gonna care? Who's gonna care? It's all reruns. You're not getting programming in that spot. But football season, oh yeah, now and the start of TV shows coming back, yeah, now we're talking. YouTube TV. Oh yeah, I didn't realize that about Don't Forget About Madonna. Oh, great song. That hit number 2, I think. I think that ended up being number 2. Where the guys can train camp again, yeah, but a lot of the veterans don't like training camp for obvious reasons. Yeah, those who pay for it might not have half the games to watch. I did not even realize that. That would suck. 2 days, they got rid of those. They got rid of those in the last CBA in 2011. Let's see, back in 2011, I should say. 60 home run season for Raleigh. I think it's going to be just shy. I think he's going to get 58. But it's going to be close. Wouldn't put it past him. Would not put it past him. Spencer Strider on the bump here for the Braves. Last time he pitched against the White Sox was not pretty. 3 innings, 10 hits, 7 runs allowed, including 2 homers. His last 3 outings have been disastrous. Absolutely disastrous this month. He is not the same pitcher that he once was. His last 3 outings, 0-3, 11 2/3. So he's averaging less than 4. He's averaging less than 4 innings per outing. As I see Isaac and James getting gifted one. Appreciate you, man. As a member, get a lot of cool perks. Same with the Junior members. Looking at some of those in the chat. Fell off 1-1 the count. Puts what I have to say. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you a ton on that one. With Terry and Trey getting signed, good times to remind people 99% of the chance. Contract dispute ends this way. Yep, they skip training camp, then that happens. And then there's Dallas, where Jerry Jones is living in his own world. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. Appreciate you, Isaac, on that one. Ripped over the head of the first baseman Olsen for a base. If that's going to get to the wall, that should be 2, maybe 3 if X hustles. This is going to be close. Will they send him? They will. It's a stand-up triple. Strider has been terrible over the last 3 outings. And picking up right where he left off, unfortunately for the Braves. Well, yeah, I'm not sure this is more of a case of not knowing geography. I think this is more of just you didn't know your opponent, but it's still so crazy. Xavier Edwards. It's been a rough stretch for him as of late. 0 for his last 17 over the last 4 games, but he gets some over the stand-up triple. Like I was saying before, Strider, last 3 games, check swing, he went around. No, he didn't. Wow, I thought for sure he went around that slider. 1-0 the count. Harrison called it by the third base ump. Last 3 outings, 11 2/3, 29 hits allowed. Well, now 30 hits allowed. 20 runs, 7 home runs, a 15.43 ERA in his last 7 outings. If you just do the home runs, 11 2/3, 7 runs allowed is pretty bad. That's the number of home runs he's allowed. He's allowed 20 runs total. 2-0 the count. Having all in 26? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. They'll get it done. Jake's trade Tennessee fact or fiction. I can see Jacksonville. They want big body receivers that can block. We were in the Valley moves. I can see that potentially. The Cowboys wouldn't shock me. I don't know the story about that, but that wouldn't shock me. Yeah, Jags would be in the market, I think, for a lot of guys. Potentially Trask. Better record. Broncos or Chargers? I have the Broncos. That one low. 3-0 the count. Jacob Marcy was acquired in the Arise trade, and he has been magnificent for the Marlins since coming up. He's had the longest career so far. Grounder to first, and taking himself for the first out. Last 2 years, came without a cut. ESPN Week 1 of college football. Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like that's the way to do it. Seems like that's the way to do it with the cable disputes. You want to get when they have high leverage. Yeah, Rockies have the worst run differential in baseball history, and it's August already. That's good. What if the NFLPA and the next CBA gets rid of the franchise tag? I don't think it's going to happen. If it does, they would have so many concessions. Like, the owners would get so much if they got rid of the franchise tag. Chopper, they're going to send him home. That's a bad decision to send him home. I don't know what they were thinking there. X gets thrown out at the plate. I don't know what they were thinking sending him home. Ramirez gets on board. 2 out. But why would they send him in that spot? I'm doing all right, Cal. I appreciate you, man. You got a true chance somewhere else, hopefully. Come on with the 2. That's 7 decision. Why let him swing 3 after a triple? Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question. I wouldn't have. I don't know why you send him in that spot. On a ball in the infield. I don't know why you send him. Lil Nas X's career over? Yes. It's been over for a while, but now it's like officially over. Yeah. Don't commit 4 felonies. Don't commit 4 felonies if you're trying to come back. Not hard. It's not hard. 0-1 the count to Hicks. That's a weak grounder to the first baseman. Olsen takes himself. So after a leadoff triple, the Marlins get nothing. 3 grounders, and that's it. Top 2 we go. More successful. Yeah, I could say that. I'd say that, especially with the off the field stuff. Yeah, I could. With the off the stuff that happened outside. Yeah. So nothing to do. Blown opportunity for the Marlins, and Strider gets out of trouble after a rough 3 games this month. Rank the Jags kickers. Okay, we're just going to assume prime. So just their prime. Because Obviously, career, Cam Little's only played 1 year. If we're just talking their prime, it's Little, Lambo, Scobie, Hollis. If it's just their prime. If we're just talking their prime, obviously Cam Little has the worst career of the four because he's only played 1 year so far. If we're just talking their prime, Little, Lambo. I think it took Lambo like 3 years to miss a kick at home. I got a call for that yesterday. I did. Spencer Starr overrated, fact or fiction? I mean, he's got an ERA rate in the mid-5s. I'm not even sure he's overrated. I think people realize this year has not been that good for him. If Sweats game more competitive with the Chiefs from the division, I think so too. I think so too on that one. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, you're not wrong though, Mr. Relevant, with the resemblance. I get that all the time. I really do get that all the time. When then about complaints about stuff in the movies that wasn't around, it makes no sense. It's supposed to be like historically accurate. I don't get the complaints with that. You're like 12 veteran men, yeah. Right, they couldn't serve till 68, exactly. Like that's a dumb complaint with that one. If it wasn't around back then, like. And Myers wants out of Las Vegas. Yeah, over 1,000 yards last year. Wants a new contract. Will they trade him? I don't think they're going to trade him. I think they're going to keep him, but he does want a new contract, obviously. What the Packers do with tickets? I did not see that. I did not see what the Packers do with tickets. YouTube channel that is strictly members only in the chat. I think Grossi did that one time after the Hamlin thing. One other count. That'd be crazy. That'd be insane. The only time I would ever consider doing that is if I did like a members only stream every day. But I don't even know when we're going to have time for that. That went downstairs 2-0. Well, it's early on. It's early on, BJB. It's early on. Trevor Lawrence rest for trade out of Jacksonville. I would, that'd be a problem because we got $186 million in dead cap if he wants out. Yeah, the Rocky, yeah, basically Rocky's run differential is bad. It's bad. Did that hit him? Or did he get out of the way? They're going to say it hit him. So Harris gets on board. Upon looking at it, Harris does get hit, and the Braves have their first base runner of the game. Ozuna coming up. Marcelo Ozuna struggling as of late. Did not have a good series against the Mets. Was 0 for 8 that series. Look at that sinker in there for a strike. Right, they'll do it. Yeah, that's... The only... I can only see that if you have, like, an actual members-only stream, or if you've got, like, a chat with 30,000 people in it, and if you didn't do it, it would be, like, you couldn't read anything. But for most people, I mean, that's insane to me. Oh, to the count. Your record says you are. Yep. Yes, you are. Yeah, Chiefs have Bailey Zappi into the shower. I'm not surprised with that. He was QB4, so I'm not surprised with that. 0-2, swing and a miss downstairs, and Ozuna chasing the curve. So 0 for his last 9. No, don't want to pay for chat. I completely get that. I wouldn't want to pay to chat either. I do. So I have members-only Q&A streams, but that's not the only thing you get. But I have, like, one stream a month that's a members-only Q&A stream. So if you're a member, you get, like, an exclusive Q&A with me, where there are fewer people in the chat, it's more laid back. But to do, like, a public stream like that, no. That will never happen. That will never happen. 1-0 the count. Now, I do subscribers. That gets rid of the bots. They have to subscribe to me to do that. But that's free. And that's just to get rid of the bots, because before we had a huge bot problem. Pickoff play gets back in time. But to pay to chat, I think is insane. So the whole point of like, I don't want to talk into the void. Like, I want to talk to you guys, and you shouldn't have to pay to do that. I mean, YouTube's a free platform. If you want to donate money, that's awesome. And I appreciate everything, but you shouldn't have to pay to participate. Runner goes on the changeup upstairs, 2-0 the count. And the double play ball is out of effect. Denzel Clark catch some of the best of this year. Yes, that's one of the best catches I've ever seen. The Kyler Murray clause? Oh, yeah. I'd rather score the rest of their opponents by 12 runs per game to get into the positives. That's doable. That's doable. You imagine bots number 1 on the XP leaderboard? Yeah. Well, I wouldn't count that one. I wouldn't count the bot. 2-0. That one just a bit inside. 3-0 to Baldwin. For a bot to be number 1, there'd have to be like no one in the chat. With how quickly I get it. Oh, they're actually going to call that a strike. 2-1. Now that one inside. 3-1. Boldest rate, or bold prediction. Kyler Murray's last year in Arizona. Ooh, that is bold. I don't think it's going to happen. Is that my standard helmet set for JJ News? If it's, yeah, this is a standard setup just for in general. AFC teams NFC teams, and Jaguars. And then we'll organize this by record. Right now it's alphabetical order. We'll organize it by record as the season goes on. So this is going to be the set for every stream that's not a game. 3-2 the count. Fouled off. Yeah, White Sox 1-run games is bad. Mets 1-run games is atrocious. 3-2 the count. Cabrera steps off the mound really quickly. Baldwin has hit in 3 straight games. Was 1 for 4 2 days ago against the Mets. Fouls that one off. Trying to make Cabrera work here. Long at bat. Long at bat here. The Baldwin just 167 over his last 7. Even college? Well, college have the college setup. College is the college setup. 3-2. That one into left center field, but not going to get down in time. Johnston makes the play. They will hold the runner at second. And 2 out. Well, yeah, anytime I do, a college stream, I have the college videos. This is the setup for any stream that is, this is going to be the setup for any stream that is not a game. MLB and just regular Q&A. All good, Michael. Frankly, with him, man. Yeah, sometimes YouTube is weird like other notifications. Best ones, I'll go do like that one. Well, the Giants got with a negative point differential. That's the only time in 59 years. That's the only champion. I think if you go back to like the NFL championships back in the day, like to the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, I think that's the only team to ever do it. So one time is not the rule. It's like the 16 seeds against the ones. Like, yeah, 16s every now and then will win. Pop up to the shortstop and making the play is Lopez. Braves leave a runner in scoring position. We go bottom 2. Cabrera looking sharp so far. No hits allowed through 2 innings. And it's 0-0. It just gonna happen this one time doesn't make it exactly right. I want sports talk on this one. I want sports talk on that. Exceptions don't make the rule. It's like Hail Marys. Hail Marys, they happen, but are they high percentage plays? Of course not. Of course not. They're not high percentage plays. Yeah, this is the So this is gonna be the set for a JG9 news vid, just because I have all the NFL teams and the Jaguar helmets. So yeah, that's the setup. And also, if you're just tuning in, we spun the wheel earlier, and we got an interesting pick for this one. The wheel landed on It's Tricky by Run DMC. So the song for $25 is It's Tricky. Well, 23 D-backs was an interesting one. Because 23 D-backs, basically that was not the same team in the postseason as it was in the regular season. In the postseason, that bullpen was just insane. That bullpen was shut down. Do they have like the greatest postseason run in NFL history? It's up there. Yeah, being a 15-win Packer team going on the road to beat San Fran, then being the Patriots, yeah, it's one of the greatest runs ever. You could say that the Ravens in 2012 was a great run as well. But yeah, the Giants had a great run. Yeah, the D-backs had negative run differential, but again, it was a very different team. They had guys in the bullpen that were not there at the start of the season. Sewald was shut down until the World Series. Yeah, Thompson, Ginkel, Sewald, and Solfrank. I mean, you had a bullpen that did not allow anything. Eli, that bullpen must have been good in the regular season. The D-backs? Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no. It sucked. We had to make so many acquisitions at the deadline. It sucked. We had no closer. Scott McGuff was like the best closer we had, and that was like hold on for dear life. I mean, and Castro, I mean, it was so bad. Eli Manning was better posting performance than Peyton. Fouled off 0-1. No, I would not. I would not. Peyton Manning was not good in the postseason, but what I see, Eli was a better playoff performer than Peyton. I mean, Eli barely got to the playoffs. Eli did not get there a lot. Outside the runs, he didn't do a lot in the playoffs. Grounder to second, 4-3. 4 straight retired by Strider. I mean, did Eli have any, off the top of my head, did Eli Manning have any game in the playoffs that he played well in that they lost? I don't think so. Right, he was clutch. I'm not denying that. I mean, he made some of the greatest throws in playoff history. But did Eli have any game in the playoffs? Like Josh Allen in the Bills-Chiefs game, where Gabe Davis scored 4 touchdowns. One other count, that one outside. Like, obviously, Josh Allen played his butt off. It's not his fault that they lost that game. Did Eli have any one of those games? I don't think he did. I don't think he did. One on the count. That one downstairs 2-0. JG6 for NBA. I have not. So basically, I don't have any time right now. I want to make as much content as possible, but I only have so many hours in the day. So it's one of those things where at some point, at some point I'd love to do it, but that time isn't anytime soon. 2 on the count. Yeah, got shout out to the Panthers. Yes, he did. Right, exactly, Sports Dog. Exactly. How's it going, Dave? Appreciate you, man. Eli Manning's plus success should put him in the Hall of Fame. Well, I'm fine with that. He's got 2 rings, and he was a top 5 quarterback at one point. Yeah, 13 seconds. Yes, that was not his fault. 3-1 the count. That pitch down low. Yeah, 13 seconds. Like, 13 seconds you cannot put on Josh Allen for why they lost that game. Eli Manning, there's no game where Eli, you could say he played his butt off, but they lost that game. There was no game in the playoffs that you could say that. 3-1, chopped to third, slow rolling chopper making the play at third. Alvarez 5-3. After the leadoff triple, 5 straight retired. Like, even Mahomes has had, like, you could say that in the AFC Championship against the Patriots. First pitch, that one inside on the slider, 1-0 to Johnston. Johnston, back-to-back games with multiple hits. He's got multiple hits in 3 of his last 4. Playing pretty well as of late. The rookie, a lot of young, solid players in this system. Johnston, 28 years old, made his debut about a month ago. After starting the year hitting off 154, famous on the fastball upstairs, hitting 421 over his last 7 games, a 102.9 OPS in that stretch, 8 for his last 19. Was playing gutsy? It was gutsy. It was very gutsy. I think a healthy Chargers team makes it a closer game. I still think Patriots win that one. That one just inside, 2-1. Eli beat Brady twice in playoffs. Aaron Rodgers started around Brett Favre. The Giants are the master playoff upsets. They were. 2-1 the count. I'm pretty sure all you guys tuning in. Any donation counts triple. Where do you make the call? Check swing. Did he go on the curve? He did not. 3-1. Yeah, a lot of crap seasons when they won big. Yeah, it's like the Marlins. For years, they only made the playoffs twice, but the 2 times they made it, they won the World Series. Even like the Jaguars. The Jaguars have a winning record in the playoffs. The Jaguars know what they're doing when they get to the playoffs. They just don't get there a lot. Fouled off 3-2. Yards per play differential, very predictive. That would make sense. You know, the offense was not that good for the Patriots in the Charger AFC Championship. The Jaguar game, that was incredible. Their offense was clicking on all cylinders. Brady, I think, set the completion percentage record for a playoff game at the time. Fouled off. Shot fouled. It's actually a fun fact. The Jaguars allowed the highest completion percentage by any quarterback in a playoff game. It was 7 against the Patriots. And then follow that up, 2009, with the highest in a regular season game against the Cardinals against Kurt Warner. So, shows what it's like to be a Jaguars fan. 3-2 the count. Steps out of the box. Calls for time. A fluke that Eli beat Brady twice? No. No, I would not. Maybe the first time with the helmet catch, not the second time. Not the second time. Grounder to first, going to take it himself, and 3 up, 3 down. Strider's retired the last 6. For a man who's got an ERA of about 15 this month, the Marlins have done nothing offensively outside the leadoff triple. Tom Coughlin overall? Well, I have to remember, too, with Coughlin, he took over an expansion team. He did what no one did with an expansion team before. Now, granted, they were playing a different rule set, but still, what Coughlin did with an expansion team was unprecedented. I'd rank him pretty high. He just wore out his welcome at both places, but I would rank him pretty high. Will Herbert ever win a playoff game? Yeah. He will. Gross bring back the red spot? He should, yes. In 88, NBC affiliates had major issues with NBC selling and producing Good Morning Miss Bliss to the Z channel. Did that become Mickey Mouse Clubhouse? Should Coughlin be a Hall of Famer? Yes, I think so. For what he did with 2 franchises, 2 Super Bowls, I think he should be a Hall of Famer. Are the 2011 Pats the worst Pats team in the Brady Belichick dynasty to make the Super Bowl? Yes. Yes, they are. Yeah. Oh, Saved by the Bell. Oh. I thought you meant Disney Channel. I thought I was saying Disney Channel. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, Saved by the Bell. Because that premiered, what, 89? I think Saved by the Bell was 89. So. Absolute classic. My sister loves that show. Used to watch it all the time before going to school. You appreciate all you guys doing. If you like what you see, folks, like and subscribe to the channel a ton. The new Gap ad? I have not seen the new Gap ad. Yeah, they have bad defense, bad running game as well. Those are junior high episodes. Did not know that. Just based off the regular season, 01-18 were worse. Yes, based off the regular season, but 2011 was not crazy good. Who did you cheer for in the Pats Titans wild card? The Patriots. The Patriots. They went in there for a strike. Alvarez, Allen, Profar up here. 17-21 run games. That's not terrible. It's not the worst. That one popped up foul. Yes, some amazing quarterback performances. Matt Flynn being one of them, but also some horrendous ones. Yeah, Colts, Cardinals, Jaguars. Multi-stream like Red Zone, do all the games Friday. So I do that for Monday Night Football. When they do the 2 games at once, I'll do that. There'll be sometimes I do it this year. But to do all the games at once, I've done it before. So I have done it before. I can show you what it looks like. I did that for the Olympics. It's just a lot of my voice if I did it all the time. That's basically what it is. I love doing that. That's into right center field base hit. And the Braves get the leadoff man on board for the second straight inning. First hit of the game for Atlanta. I didn't know that on that one, Sports Talk. Did not know that. But yeah, I can show you what that looks like. Cheerleader 9. Like, it's just a lot of my voice to do it all the time. That's all it is. It's a lot of my voice to do it all the time. Yeah, Blake Edwards was terrifying. Oh my god, I have nightmares still to this day watching him play. I mean, Johnny Gilbert's great. Johnny Gilbert's a legend. Oh, on the count. Opinion on the narrative the Browns try to sabotage Shador? I think it's stupid. I think it's crap like that that's going to lead him to having a short NFL career because people don't want that distraction. Teams don't want that media distraction. It's like with Tebow. Did not go on the check swing 1-1. Oh, that's... Okay, so that's thinking for shot tips. I did not realize that. Worst draft ever for the Jaguars? No, the worst one is 08. At least 2011 gave us Cecil Shorts. 08 gave us nothing. 08 is the worst. 2011, at least he got Cecil Shorts out of it. 1-1, who was a solid receiver. Back-to-back seasons of just about 1,000 yards before he got the concussion. 1-2 the count. Yeah, I can show you what it looks like when I call 2 games at once. It is... This one's from a while ago, but it's a lot of my voice. It's just a lot of my voice. I love doing it, though. I can do it. It's just one of those. 2011 Jags, worst preseason ever. I mean, Guerrero got cut. We looked terrible. That was pretty bad. 19 was also pretty bad for preseason. But, yeah, 2011, it was not good. Swing and a miss upstairs. Got him a chase. Yeah, 2011 Colts. I mean, they were a bad team. You allowed 62 points in a game and you finished with the worst record in football. They're bad. In 2012, they drafted pretty well, even outside of Andrew Luck. Pro for up to bat now. Second time through the order. Cabrera this year, the second time through. So that one inside 1-0. Better than the first time through. Only hitting 211 against him the second time through. Raiders winning the AFC West is bold. Right, starting short. Yes, I think so too. I think it is. Yeah, Phineas for Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Yeah, you're the reboot. And look, if the reboot's as good as Phineas for, I'm not going to complain about reboots. Who the Colts even tried to quarterback place of Peyton? It was Kerry Collins out of retirement, Dan Orlovsky, and Curtis Painter. It was those 3 guys. Like, teams don't want to deal with the distraction for a guy that is going to be a backup. They don't want to deal with that. Down low, 3-0. Worst current sport logo trend, in my opinion. Oh, minimalism. The minimalism trend. I'm not crazy about that. The minimalism trend. 3-0. On the inside corner for a strike. Red light was on. would clearly want to set him with the practice squad. You know, at this rate, I think they would. I think at this rate, yes. Because there's a reason every team passed on him. I think at this point, yes. I think you're right on that one. 3-1. After that game he had the other day, I think yes. He asked me that after the Carolina game, I would have said no, but now I think yes. 3-2 the count. Beck and Grossman was worse than the Colts combo in 2011. No, the Colts combo was something special. The Colts combo was worse. Right, fist for yes. We've been talking about Chris Ballard. Yeah, one good draft. Start off strong and then completely falter. Nice pitch on the inside corner on the sinker. From a 3-0 count, Cabrera throws 3 straight strikes and now 2 out. With Olsen coming up. Braves got the leadoff man on first, but not advancement to scoring position yet. And in comes Olsen, struggling as of late. 0 for 1 today. Go back to his last 5 games, including this one, just 1 for his last 18. Right, corporatism. Yeah, it depends on what it is. Just by itself, but the way corporations are doing it, that's the one. Chris Bell will be fired during after the year? Yeah, I think so. Now that you have a new ownership change, I think they're going to clean house. That's why I want the Colts to go 9-8 this year. I want them to lose to us twice, but I want the Colts to go 9-8 so that they hang on to hope for one more year. 0-1 downstairs, 1-1. Drake's Where's the Door Hole, the best line of Drake and Josh? Oh, man. I would say yes. But Crazy Steve's got some good ones. Yeah, Mickey Loomis, yep. Oh, yeah, I hate that trend, Ben. I hate that trend. They should be 2 separate entities. They should be 2 separate things. Fouled off 1-2. Like, one of them should be the serious one. Like, on my diploma, I want a serious logo. On my diploma, I want the institution, the seal. I don't want the logo of the team. Lose to the Jaguars once. Well, they'll lose in Jacksonville. We know that. The Flaming Horse logo back, yeah. It was unique. Wasn't crazy about it, but it was unique. Better than what they had before. Swing and a miss downstairs. Braves leave a runner on. Yeah, well, that was a great line, Keller. That was a great one. But Crazy Steve's got some good ones. Oberloso hosts with Dora. Cockadoodle-doo, the cow says moo. The cow goes moo. Enchilada. Yeah, Jaguar legend Rob Johnson. What a trade that was. Yeah, have the Raiders run the West. Yeah, it's the Chiefs until proven otherwise. See if that's I appreciate it. Yeah, no, just a lot of my voice. Just a lot of my voice. If Sure gets Kellen Dion, say the Browns tried to sabotage him. He might. He might try and do that for his son. I don't know. Is Drake and Josh the only mid-2000s star that could compete with Disney Channel juggernaut? On Nickelodeon, yes. 2000 Nickelodeon, yes. Not counting SpongeBob. That's like animation. That's its own thing. And SpongeBob was in a world of its own. But Drake and Josh, yes. Yeah, I hate the trend in the NBA where everything has to be a circle. I hate that. You guys want 25? I want what you're having. Yeah, 2020, Jackson 115. The one was in Jacksonville. Well, Jackson back with Rob Johnson trade. First round pick, baby. We got a first round pick on that one. We got a first round pick. Which became, if I'm not mistaken, Donovan Darius. Hi, Carly. Well, that was late 2000s. Wife keeps commenting how the current Nuggets logo looks so much like the Warriors. Can't say she's wrong. Yeah, no. No, every logo looks the same in the NBA. It does look the same. I don't know about filing grievance, but he would definitely, he would speak up about it. He would speak up. Right, Gardner, 95% completion, 19 for 20. James Robinson's debut, yeah, it was great. It was great. GX 215 boldness rating. That I would say about an 8 on that one. Outside, 1-0 the count. Right, Jags going 116 at worst. Well, 2-15 at worst because we're going to win Week 18 as well. We're going to win Week 18 because we're at home. The streak must continue for another year. Weimer, this is 3rd game of the season for the Fish. Looks down for a strike, 1-1 the count. We need the Rob Johnson trade talk now. Worked out pretty well for us. Trey's back for the season. He is, yep. Got him back for now, yep. For now, you got him. Weimer 1 for 7 to start off with the Fish. Rips that one past the shortstop. Base hit. Gets by Nick Allen. The Marlins get the leadoff man on board for the second time in 3 innings. Strider had retired 6 straight before that one. At least he got Hendrickson in. At least he got, for now, For now. Dragon Josh Nickelodeon's best live action? Yes, easily. Trevor washed up, I think, given his age. Well, he'd be over 30, yeah. He'd be over 30. Not washed up, but he might not have more than, like, 2 years left at a high level. Jags go 2-15. Cohen's 1 and done. Well, I think he moved on from Trevor. I don't think he's 1 and done. I don't think he'd be 1 and done. So we're going to miss 0-1 the count. But Trevor would be gone if that happened. Pickoff play. They did not show the camera angle, so I have no idea how close that was, but apparently he got back in time. Did he get back in time? He did not. The camera angle, again, watch on the Marlins broadcast. Yeah, he got flat-footed. He got tagged out. So leadoff man on and immediately taken off. 1 pitch later. So base is empty now for Acosta. Yeah, Browns have to keep 4 QBs to avoid the storm. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's going to have anything to do with it. 0-2 the count. The Marlins scorebook is off. I don't know what is happening. The camera did not even show the play. Maybe the Braves broadcast was better with that. Yeah, there's no one on first anymore because the Marlins did not challenge that. Yeah. Switching on the Braves broadcast. I would lose my mind on that one, Eli. You glad we got back for the Cowboys sign Parsons? Yep, and now the price for Parsons is going to keep going up. Fly ball right field. Acosta will not get on board here. 2 up, 2 down. That's down 1 already. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Second time through the order now is Edwards coming up. Strider this month has been atrocious, like I've said. A 15.43 ERA, but first time through the order this time, pretty good. No runs allowed, just 2 base runners allowed, and second time through has been concerning for him. A 3.51 OBP this season. Yeah, I was left for that kid little field goal. It was so good. That one in there for a strike, breaking ball, 0-1 the count. Yeah, I'd have to on that one, Eli. Another circus of Sylvian Stefanski. Yeah, I think he's done it for this year. The interview footage will come out for sure. I want it to come out. I want the interview footage to come out. Like, that is one of my holy grails. 0-1 the count. I think it is great. I mean, they do pretty well in athletics. I mean, academically, they're pretty good. I think it is pretty good. 1-1 the count to X. Got the leadoff triple, the stand-up triple to start the game off, which was much needed for him. He was 0 for his last 17 over the last 4 games. Yeah, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, post Child Ton again, any donation, get your question right away. Let's just go there. Sam, any NASCAR Cup Series play predictions? I've not been following too closely, so I don't know. I don't know on that one. 1-1 the count. That one on the bottom part of the zone in there for a strike, 1-2. You know, I don't know too much about NASCAR, so I know like some of the drivers, but I don't know like how they're doing necessarily. So I'm just gonna say Larson. Larson wins. 1-2, upstairs 2-2. So that has them sell the team, the Browns never Super Bowl. I don't think you're wrong on that one. I don't think you're wrong. 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss upstairs. Swing and a miss upstairs. The Marlins get the leadoff man on, but just like the first inning, it gets thrown on the base paths and they get nothing out of it. We go top 4. Still no score in this one. Between 2 pitchers struggling as of late. Wouldn't be able to tell by the way this game is going. Browns are the last team to make Super Bowl, active team. I don't think you're wrong on that one either. Yeah, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton on the channel. Any donation counts triple toward you make the call. Keep in mind, we are eliminating the lowest donated game by the end of this stream. So this You Make the Call is going to go until Wednesday. We got 4 games. We're going to eliminate the lowest donated game By the end of this stream, we'll have 3 games for Tuesday and then 2 games for Wednesday. You'll decide between those 2 games which one we're doing. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind on this one. You know, F1. The thing with F1 is that the races are usually pretty. They're usually pretty lopsided. Like there's a top 2 and then that's it. How do you feel about Ryan Clark on ESPN? I feel like sometimes he's pretty knowledgeable, and then a lot of times, like talking about the Jaguars, he has no idea what he's talking about. So, it's hit or miss with Ryan Clark. Yeah, Rodgers' center in playoff time is insane. It's a whole different beast. I think the only stadium that louder, I mean, Yankee Stadium, the old Yankee Stadium used to rock. The old Yankee Stadium back in the day. I mean, you watch those Yankees-Red Sox games in the 2000s. The old Yankee Stadium was a whole different atmosphere in the playoffs. Let's get my reaction. Well, it's going to happen at some point. You know it's going to happen, Eli. And then good about the Watson contract, it's guarantees we'll never see a fully guaranteed contract in that magnitude ever again. Not for a guy like him. Yeah, not for a guy with a checkered past. You're not wrong on that one, Nick. You're not wrong. Because it makes no sense from a coaching perspective to draft Scherr in the 5th when you drafted a quarterback in the 3rd. Seems like a giant waste of resources. Swing and a miss, 0-1 the count. The change up inside. Acuna, Harris, Ozuna. Heart of the order here. Acuna fouls that one off 0-2. The real beginning of the season, but the end of an era. Yep. End of the Lee Corso era. Yep. And I've not seen Drive to Survive, but I know a lot of people got into F1 on that. 0-2 the count. Yeah, if you are a member, we do have emojis in the chat. Shows for either one of these teams. Swing and a miss. 3 straight strikes to start off. Fact or fiction, should have the league within 3 years. Fact. I'm going fact on that one. Acuna 0 for 2, and in comes Harris. Last time he was up, got hit by a pitch. Harris not playing the best ball as of late. His last 4 games, just 1 for his last 15. Check swing foul, 0-1. I say that, yeah, they're just like a pesky team. I get it. 1-1 the count. Prescott, one of the most calm players talking media, win or loss. No, he called for violence against the referees after a loss to the Niners. No, not at all. Not at all. I went in there for a strike 1-2. He called for violence against the refs. No, he's not one of the most calm players. You're professional about it? Define professional. I don't know. I don't know if he's really been the most professional. Swing and a miss. And he got into it with Stefanski when he was pulled out for Huntley in the 2-minute drill at the end. Back-to-back strikeouts. Harris' struggles continue as Ozuna coming up in the DH spot. He basically almost did, yeah. Refs deserve it. Well, this was after the Niners game, where they didn't get the playoff in time. After the QB draw. Inside 1-0 the count. Ozuna 0 for 1 today. Not playing the best ball as of late. That will continue here. 6-3 on the out. 3 up, 3 down. Ozuna now 1 for his last 16. Cabrera looking sharp. Just 1 hit allowed through 4. Oh, 35 and under 15. Oh, that, I mean, a lot of teams would kill for that. Yeah, Burrow's pretty calm. Yeah, Trevor's also pretty calm with that. He's pretty calm win or loss. Like, Trevor, like, I love Trevor. But if you ever listen to him try and give pregame speeches, there is no wall thin enough for me to run through with Trevor. Like, Trevor is so... It's almost kind of infuriating how calm he is at times. Like, if you listen to him give pregame speeches, it is like Mr. Rogers trying to give a pep talk. Jags are a question mark? Yes, big question mark. I'm excited, though. You know, we have a new era. We have a new GM. We finally clean house with everything. It's the start of a new era. Is it going to work? I don't know. But at least it's a fresh start. Which we have not had a true fresh start in years. We've not had a true fresh start in absolutely forever. So, you know what? Let's see what happens. So, like, McAfee start doing headgear selections? No, they said they're going to retire it. They said it's going to be retired. Which it should be. It should be. I could see McAfee making picks by punting. I could see that. Where McAfee will make picks and they'll have, like, targets and they'll punt. And he'll punt the ball and hit the target. And whichever target he hits is what it's going to be. Of course, I put something high, said buck ahead. Fact. I think fact on that one. He's going to finish it right where he left off. Thoughts on NASCAR tracks as Major League Baseball games? Disaster. Disaster. The Bristol game was a train wreck. They ran out of food. They didn't know what the weather radar was. Traffic was bad. It was a nightmare. Where they're not good at being rah-rah. And yeah, if they bounce to a good play, that's a good thing. Yeah, that's fine. Look, Jameis is interesting at being rah-rah, but would I take Trevor over Jameis? Every day of the week I would. Means game day no longer becomes watchable. Yeah, I mean, it's been trending that way for a while. A lot of sob stories. A lot of sob stories and that. It's been trending that way for a while. Outside, 1-0 the count. In start of the last 3 games, he's averaging under 4 innings per outing. He's not gotten more than 5 since July 18th. He's in a good spot to do it here. He's only on 37 pitches through 10 outs. 3-1 on the out. Parsons having time in September? Fact. I'm going fact. Bristol's Esther, why are they going back to Field of Dreams? No, they were always going to go back to that one. They were always going to go back to that. The Field of Dreams, they had to go away for that for a few years because they were building a whole complex in Iowa. They were building an entire Little League complex in Iowa. So it's not just a cornfield in the middle of nowhere anymore. It's an entire complex in Iowa. So they were always going back to that. That's why they did the Heritage game a few years ago. Caught trouble at Churchill Downs. No, the sightlines would be terrible. Sightlines would be terrible. Yeah, we'll see what happens, Sports Talk. We'll see. It's better than where we were before. People say Lee Corso is not the same way they mean. I mean, he's old. He's older. That's really all it is. Yeah, Jerry botched it a lot. He's older. He's not... He has more trouble stringing sentences together. He's not, like... He's not as with it. That's what they mean. You watch him on game day last year versus him on game day in the 90s or the 2000s, like 2 different people. And that's what happens when you age. 6-3 on the out. It's not Corso's fault. It's natural aging. It's what happens. So back-to-back outs here. Here comes Hicks. You're going to lead off triple for the Marlins in the first inning. And after that, Strider has faced the minimum. Putting on the air now is arguably elder abuse. Well, Corso wanted to do it. I mean, a lot of these guys, they don't know what to do if they're not working. Like, Corso loves college football. You can't deny that. He loves college football. He helped build that program to what it was. He loves the sport, loves the guys he's working with. I feel like it's the one thing that keeps him going. 0-1 the count. Like, there are some guys that just love working because it doesn't feel like work. They want to be doing something. It's not like they're forcing Corso to go on the air. It's not like they're forcing him to do it. 0-1 the count. Like, if you want to see what's arguably elder abuse, you want to see that, Frankie Valli. Fly ball left field and making the play, run up to get it, is Profar. 3 up, 3 down. Like, you want to see what looks like elder abuse, Frankie Valli. Watch one of his concerts as of late. That is borderline elder abuse. Something's not right with that. Something is up with that. If you've watched the clips of him, it's sad to watch. I feel like if I was a quarterback, I'd be awful at rah-rah speeches, very reserved, but I could still probably win a team over calm confidence. I'm the kind of guy that doesn't give those speeches, but when I do give them, it hits harder. Like, if I'm, like, angry, you know, because it's like I don't do it often. Bear, big new kickoff for College Game Day. Well, College Game Day is better because big new kickoff has Urban Meyer on it. Yeah, Michaels, well, he's still with it at least. Al Michaels is not the same, but he's at least still with it. Knocking out should allow us to hope. Yep. I mean, compared to, look, our GM is not Trent Baalke. Top of the 5th, no score. Well, Michael still wants to do it. I think elder abuse is when they're clearly not with it. And I don't know if they want to do it or not. Of course, there's voice came immediately after his own stroke. I did not. Texas should win the division by default? Yes, they should. Fox House Go Dark on YouTube TV. It always happens throughout football season. They're always one. There's always one. Hopefully they get resolved, because that would be awful. There's always one. I remember Fox had a dispute with Fios, I believe, in 2009. Starts out for the season by CBS Premier Week. Boldness rating on that one. 8. Jerry Jones still on the Cowboys to be considered all reviews. Well, he wants to do it. I mean, if you watch a Frankie Valli concert, you watch it like what we're talking about here is there's some guys that just like working. There's some guys that just like working. CBS Premier Week, I think it's like the 3rd week of September. There's some guys that just like working. They love what they do, and they can't imagine themselves doing anything else. I get it. I completely get it. Look, when I was on vacation, I was thinking about work all the time. Where the games are boring, gets boring. Although, to be fair, he got some good games. He got Jaguars Chargers, he got Jaguars Saints, and just sounded out of it. So, I don't even buy the good games excuse, because he got Jaguars Chargers, the crazy comeback, and he sounded like he was sleeping. 1-0, check swing, held up on the slider. Just 3 hits combined for both these teams in this one. Nothing. Stroud bounce back here. Now that Slowing's no longer his OC, or Slowing's no longer his OC, yes, I think so. Not as good as his rookie year, but I think he will bounce back a little bit. That one in there for a strike. Nice framing job there by Ramirez on the curve. 2-1 the count. I think he'll bounce back a little bit. Because I also like what they did in the draft with Higgins and Noel. I love Noel, unfortunately. I think he's going to be a great receiver for the Texans out of Iowa State. 2-1 the count, upstairs 3-1. Let the failure continue. That'd be awesome. That'll be fun to watch, I'm not going to lie. The Cowboys always give me good entertainment. The Cowboys always give me something to laugh at. Check swing did not go. High fastball. And Baldwin gets on board. The one problem with Cabrera so far this game is he's pitching well, but the one problem, he's allowed the leadoff man on 3 out of 5 times. Baldwin gets on board there. Albies coming up in the 7th spot. Yeah, Al, 22. Yeah, he was bad in 22. Yeah, he got better last year. He got better. Not where he was before, but he got better. The Jonas Brothers doing next music act with the focus of a jukebox musical. No, there would not be enough appeal for that. I love them. That would close in 100 days. They're not... They don't have the generational appeal. There's no way on that one. 1-0 the count. Popped up. And in foul territory, making the play. I think the next one's going to be Madonna. I think the next one will be Madonna. That's the first out. You want to relax, have to do something? Yep. I mean, I don't have ADHD, but yeah, I always have to be doing something. Like, if I'm just watching the game, like, I can't just watch games anymore. Like, I have to be doing something while doing it, because it's, like, on stream, I do, like, 5 different things at once. Even last year, DirecTV and Disney, yeah. Every year there's someone. High School Musical, Camp Rock is Broad Productions. Definitely not Camp Rock. High School Musical, no. I don't think High School Musical, because they make bank selling that off to high schools and middle schools. For that. Make bank doing that. 0-1 the count. I could see Encanto at some point. Shakira Broadway, no. I don't think there's enough appeal. 1-1 the count. Best Sports Bachelor contestant? I've never seen The Bachelor. Well, the overlap of Kendrick fans and Broadway fans, I don't think there's a lot. I don't think there's a lot of overlap there. Be interesting to see how that would work out, but... I mean, it was on the Casey, Anthony Casey in hindsight. Yeah, she can rot. I don't know, like... They botched that. They completely botched that. Fouled off 1-2. I mean, the evidence is overwhelming. They completely botched the case. They completely botched it. She was so guilty. I don't know how the prosecution whiffed that hard. In presenting. I was like keeping tracks of stats while watching NFL games on Red Zone. Yep. I think a lot of people do that too. Was your glove moment? No, just incompetency the entire way through. There was no glove moment, but it was just incompetency the entire way through. 1-2 the count. Alvarez 1 for 1. You got Baldwin on first. Lays it off 2-2. The mom version of Survivor. I think if ABC was smart, Super Bowl leadout program 61. I think they were smart. That'd be a great play for that. Jeremy currently airing on WTLV 12 right now. All right. Yeah, it's 7:30 in a lot of places. 6:30 in a lot of places, so that makes sense. 2-2 the count. Usually it was around 7:30. Most markets. There's one in Alabama where it's like 10 in the morning. Philadelphia, stay alive. There wasn't much of an overlap between broad fans and history buffs. True. But Lin-Manuel Miranda, I mean, he did In the Heights. And that was successful. To be fair to that. The other thing, too, with that, how Hamilton made a lot early on. Check Sweet, I think he went. Is they did a lot of Goodwill selling tickets to schools for a discounted rate as like a history lesson. Because it does teach you a lot about history. But it was also like Lin-Manuel Miranda had Broadway success. I don't know. Like, it was a unique script written by someone who... It's not a jukebox musical. Jukebox musicals only attract fans of that person. Allen into left field, and underneath it, making the play, is Johnston. So, leadoff man got some more, but 3 up, 3 down. Jeopardy, famous intro in all the game shows. Yes, that theme song is iconic. Maybe it's first on that one. Yeah, a lot of guilty pleasures for that one. Bottom 5 we go. Cabrera just 3 over the minimum after 5. You love Island? Yeah. That would have been a great lead out. Holy cow. The overlap between football fans and Love Island fans is 2 separate circles for the most part. So you would have gotten so many people for that one to stay on the broadcast and watch the end of that game. Where's the point? Which is the whole point of the lead out show. I'm pretty sure you guys saying if you like me, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, it does help us out on the channel. And don't get a question right away, as I just go and go there. See him. You know, I started with the kicker. It's such a fun story. In fact, they learned from watching Jason Myers play. Hopefully it was Seahawks highlights, because he was so bad on the Jaguars. So hopefully it was Seahawks highlights of him that he was watching. But it shows how much you can learn on YouTube. I mean, I learned how to do a lot of stuff on YouTube. It's a great tool. It's one of the good things of the internet. There's a lot of bad stuff on the internet, but one of the good things is you can learn anything to set your mind to with that. I appreciate all you guys tuning in again. And remember, every donation counts as triple toward you make the call. You're going to help me decide which game we are calling. On Friday night, we're going to eliminate the lowest donated game by the end of this stream. So keep that in mind. A film is different. A jukebox musical where it's just no dialogue, that's hard to get people to shell out money for that. I get that, Sports Talk. I completely get that. We all have that one guilty pleasure. During COVID, I picked up a lot because it was like there was like a Bachelor thing of like listen to your heart. It was like the Bachelor combined with American Idol, and it was such a bad show. But there was like nothing else on. I was like, why not? 1-0 the count. Pitch outside. Bear Lady Marmalade. The 0-1 or the 75 version? Oh, easily 0-1. Easily 0-1. It's not even close, actually. It's not even close. The powerful vocals make that song. 1-0 the count. Outside 2-0. It's actually not even close. The 75 one pales in comparison. That's one of the few covers that's one of the covers better than the original. He found a Frank Street. The best street of all time. The goodest street of all time. 2-0 the count. Way outside on the slider. 3-0. Marlins going the leadoff man on twice today. Strider on just 45 pitches thus far. He's been effective. He's been efficient. We're going to go more than 5 innings for the first time in over a month. It's behind 3-0 here. That one in there for a strike. Red light was on. Just got the corner of the zone. 3-1. Again, if you are a member, you get a lot of cool perks. Members only Q&A stream Wednesday night at 6 o'clock Eastern time. We will also have... you also have emojis in the chat as well. Monday Football Night? No. 2 more weeks for Monday Night Football. That one just misses on the curve. Marlins get the leadoff man on. The 3rd time today. Beautiful Virginia bottle. Oh, man. Yeah, so the first Monday night game is 2 weeks from now. For NFL. College, we have UNC against TCU next Monday. Oh, I like both those songs a lot. I mean, it depends on the vibe. Like... I think Beautiful's the better song. But obviously, it depends on the vibe. It's like asking, would you rather have a steak or ice cream? It's like 2 very different things you're going for there. One's a ballad. One is an up-tempo. I don't know if Max Martin did that song, but it's typical late 90s pop. 99 pop. Fouled off 1-1. Like two very different vibes. I think Beautiful is the better song, though. If I'm asking, like, which song do I wish I wrote of the two, Beautiful is the one. 1-1 the count. To Wagaman. So the Marlins have the lead man on twice today, but both times they got thrown on the base paths. You have to record on ESPN. I like it. I know people are going to be upset about it because of the conflict of interest, and I completely get that. Believe me, I completely get that. But NFL Network was hemorrhaging money at this point. NFL Network was bleeding money. It was terrible. It was a shell of itself. There's no programming anymore on that network. ESPN's going to give it money and stay out of the way, is my guess. 1-2 the count. It's supposed to be approved. I think it will. I think it will get approved. Wagaman, swing and a miss, strike him out, can't get the throw him out. Runner advances into scoring position. So Marlins have a runner in the scoring position for the first time since the first inning. But Wagaman is out. NFL should be starting this week. Nah, because Labor Day, they don't want to start on Labor Day because they did that before. The ratings weren't that good. Attendance isn't good. They did that before. They don't like that. I like the gap in between the preseason and the regular season. I like the 1 week gap. Gives you time to solidify the roster, get the guys who get claimed acclimated. I like that. First pitch to Johnston. Into right center field. And that is going to get off the wall for a base hit. It's going to be the first run of the game. The Marlins finally get to Strider. And Johnston gets on board with a 1-out double. Troy Johnston. Multiple hits in each of his last 2 games. He's playing very well as of late. Like I said earlier, 8 for his last 19 before this one. That's a big hit. Gets the Marlins on the board. 1-0. Also, pitch just hung up there over the middle of the plate a little bit too long. And Johnston took advantage of it with Weimer coming up. Nice contact on that one into right center field. And the right fielder, Acuna, could not get there in time. I guess we'll march on this right now. We're not going to get one in March. There's no way we get one in March. That would be too late. Weimer, first pitch. Just misses inside. 1-0 the count. Weimer will foul that one off down the first base line. 1-1. Again, every donation counts. Trying to make the call. $50 by one person. I'll sing any song at Live Band Karaoke. $25. I will sing It's Tricky by Run DMC. That is the song of the day. That is the song that the wheel spun on. The wheel landed on, I should say. 1-1 the count. Weimer up the middle. It's a line out. And caught flat-footed is Johnston. Not what you can do about that one. Double play. Third time today the Marlins have thrown on the base paths. You can blame on the pickoff play in the last inning. You can blame on the decision to set X on the first. You can't really blame him there. That's just a hard line out right up the middle. And a nice grab by Albies and flat-footed, wrong place at the wrong time. By the way, Marlins get on the board first. We go top 6, and Strider will go another inning. That's the first time since July 18th that he will go past the 5th inning. As crazy as that sounds, last 5 outings went 5-5, 4 2/3, 4 3. Should be an RB string for obvious reasons. Well, it's going to be Taylor Swift. I think Valentine's Day Super Bowl, Taylor Swift would be the pick. If she wants it, she'll get it, but the R&B singer, yeah. Can you imagine, like, Bruno Mars. Just go Bruno Mars. Let's go Bruno Mars. Silk Sonic. Just have Silk Sonic do the halftime show at Super Bowl 61 for Valentine's Day. Why the heck not? Yeah, if you like what you see, folks, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, it does help us out on the channel. Click the button to watch today's video. We talk about a game from 1986. We talk about the craziest trap game in NFL history. By that, I mean the player had no idea what team he was playing. Which seems kind of crazy, but it's true. Yeah, that's bad luck on that one. Called the base pass 3 times today, but that one obviously not the fault whatsoever of Johnston. We go top 6. Brewers lost Burns and someone got better. Yeah. The payroll is less than the Marlins. Not the Marlins, the Rockies. The payroll is less than the Rockies. It's insane. One of them's on pace to be one of the worst teams in baseball history. One of them's the best team in baseball right now, potentially. You have D-backs take 2 out of 3. We need to take 2 out of 3, otherwise it's over. One other count to Profar. That one in there for a strike, 1-1. Cabrera has been really bad as of late. Again, last night against the Cardinals, not as sharp as sounding by any means. His last 2 games before this one, 2 losses, 9 runs in 9 2/3, 18 hits allowed, an 8.38 ERA in that stretch. But today looking pretty sharp. 2-1 the count. How's it going by? Appreciate you, man. League should fine Parsons for his conduct last Friday. That's a team thing. He didn't break any league rules. I think the team should, but it's a league issue. It's not a league issue, I should say. There's nothing in the rule book against that. The NFLPA would throw a fit over that if the league fined him for that. So wins almost every start, some of the worst underlying metrics in the league. Brandon Pfaadt is up there too. Brandon Pfaadt's got like the 2nd most wins in the National League. His ERA is nearing 5. It makes no sense. Oh, congrats to them. I did not know that. Tyrell. 2-2 the count. 3rd time through the order. Starts off with a full count here. 70 pitches so far for Cabrera. He's been very efficient. Very quick on these outs. 3rd time through the order this season. Opponents getting aboard 37% of the time. So it does rise considerably. 3rd time through is not where he's at his sharpest. Fouled off long at bat here. We're going to stay alive, pitch number 7. Chester Cheetah cartoon? I did not know that. I could see that doing very well. I could have seen that doing very well, especially because in the 90s he had Joe Camel and he had the rise of like all these cool mascots. I could have seen that doing very well. If ever there was a time for a 90s... "3-2, popped up. Drifting foul, but playable, I think. And now goes into the stands. So we stay alive again with Profar. Long at bat here. Advocates got angry about it and Fox pressured Fox not to air it. Did not know that. Bruce going off to get best on the yes, yeah. It's one of those I believe when I see it kind of things. Yeah, Red Sox overtake lead. I almost thought he got that ball in center field. I almost thought he got that. Heck of an effort to extend the glove like that, but just a bit too far. 4-3 Red Sox. 1-0 Phils, 1-0 Yanks, 5-0 Blue Jays over the Twins. And 0-0 D-backs Brewers game that just started. We go bottom 1 in that one. 3-2 Profar. We'll look at that one upstairs for a ball. A long at bat there. After 8 pitches, he gets on board, and that is the 4th time today the Braves get the leadoff man on. Everything else has been pretty for Cabrera, but the first batter of the inning has not been. Shane Bukele is getting waived by the Bills. Quarterback there, no surprises. So baseball NBC next season, that's what it looks like. At least until football season. I like that. It's not ESPN. Thank God. 0-1 the count, fouled off on the 3rd base line. In terms of how long you think Cabrera can go, he went 109 against the Braves earlier this month. Last time he pitched against the Braves on August 8th was masterful. Went 8 innings, 2 hits, 1 run allowed, 11 strikeouts. Maybe the best outing by any Marlin pitcher this season. 0-1 the count, in there for a strike, 0-2. Jazz has made home runs against the Red Sox yesterday and said in the Derby. Yep, they should have had Eugenio do it. 98 Couchable was crazy as 07. Oh, it's a hot take. I don't think it's a hot take. When it comes to Parsons versus Cowboys, who's more in the wrong? They're both in the wrong. 0-2, runner goes. High pitch. Do they get the out? Nope, he's safe. Double play ball is now out of effect. 1-2, and the Braves have a man in scoring position. He can't actually do a very good job. I thought he always should have been the host. Bielik was not good. No challenge there by McCullough. Maybe a better throw gets him was a 1-hopper. 1-2 the count. And Profar able to stay on the bag there, getting what is his 8th stolen base of the year. 1-2. Olsen outside 2-2. And third time through as Cabrera has struggled this season. Two nothing Yankees. Is that... I don't know who hit the home run there for the Yanks, but it's 2-0 Yankees. Still 2-2. Your favorite Kool-Aid flavor? I'm not a Kool-Aid guy. I'm not a Kool-Aid guy. And Sucrose is very good. I like him a lot better. I like him a lot better. It's more watchable now. Evan Payne never won the Natty, but T. Martin did. Yeah, that's going to look bizarre. That always looks bizarre. 2-2. Goodbye. On the slider, right over the heart of the plate. And Olsen caught flat-footed on that one. That's the first out. Worst current host of Sports Star. I'm not crazy about Eves. Mike, I said with Eagles fans in the stands eating nachos with week 1 kickoff. Could you imagine? If he did that, I actually would respect him a lot. If he did that, I'd be down with that. I would be all right with that. Straight a miss downstairs. Rosasco's final score might look. It was not, but the 07 game was crap. The 07 game, LSU Ohio State, was one of the worst nights I've seen. And when somebody still watch Wheel of Fortune? Yeah. I don't watch it as much anymore because people are stupid on that show. I can't deal with stupid people. I watch Jeopardy, but I don't watch Wheel because people are just idiots. And it infuriates me. Yes, you can buy the rights to stream WWE. I get it. I mean, there's so many WWE events. You're going to keep your subscription because there's something every day. Natty Super Bowl is a starter. 0-2, grounder to short, 6-3. I mean, technically... Jalen Hurts. Technically. If you want to say that. Technically, Jalen Hurts did. Nelson Harris up. I was like, close to $10. All right. Say Jack, he was just a grumpy old man by the end of it. He was so condescending toward everyone. Oh, that's a nice barehanded grab by the fan. Whoever the fan in the pink shirt is. Nice grab. 0-1 the count. Harris 0 for 1 today. A lot of kids are young people. Yeah, but some of these, some of what they do is insane. Yeah, Cedric was, don't get me wrong, he was very good before, but then the 2010s happened, and then the 2020s, it was just about him. The show became about him, and he was just so grumpy and just going through the motions. 0-1 the count. Half-hearted swing. 0-2. If you spy Val, yeah. Right, Gilbert is active for Jeopardy anymore, yes. Which is fine, you don't need to commute for that. Swing and a miss downstairs. Braves get the leadoff man on, but they get nothing out of it. They've gotten the leadoff man on 4 out of 6 times. Yeah, Venowit's good on Wheel. In a Super Bowl? You're kidding me, right? That's not even a question. You're in the Super Bowl. I can only pick one starting quarterback. Will Gilbert announce every until he dies? Yes, I think so. I think so. They might just leave him at because you know what? Yeah, he's gonna do it until he dies. I think. It's Brady. It's not even close. Brady has never laid an egg in the Super Bowl. He's had better ones than others, but he's never laid an egg. Mahomes has laid 1.5. 24 Chiefs essentially the 2020 Steelers made a Super Bowl. Where they can't keep getting away with it, and they do. Yeah, to some extent. I can see that. Monsoons, yeah. Well, right now we got a dust storm. I got the alert for a dust storm coming in 45 minutes. Yeah, Brendan Rice, the son of Jerry Rice, he is officially released by the Chargers. Acosta, Edwards, Marcy do up here for the Fish. A 1-0 lead for them. Again, any donation counts triple toward make the call. I miss out which game we're calling. 2010 against the Rams, yeah, they won that game. He was effective at least. He didn't make the big mistake. The thing with Brady is that he did not make the big mistake. Hurts being 19, no, he's not. He's not that good. I like Hurts a lot. Top 100 player, absolutely. Top 50 player, you could say that. But top 20 in the NFL right now, no. No. No, wait, Cujo. Time out, Cujo. The Philly game was an egg. No, the Philly game was an egg. I was talking the Tampa game where the offensive line just crapped on him. No, Philly was an egg. We're in agreement on that, Cujo. I'm not counting that. No, it was 48. No, not even close. No, Philly was the egg. Tampa, the whole offensive line just crapped on him and his receivers couldn't catch anything. I mean, I remember that fourth down play where Mahomes was basically flying in midair, throwing the ball, and it was a perfect throw, and it got dropped. No, Tampa is the one you can put up in the air because the whole offensive line, no one would have succeeded with that line. Philly was an egg. Philly was the egg. We can debate the Tampa game, but Philly was the egg. No one in their right mind would say Mahomes played well that game. That is inflated stats. Oh, on the count. No, I'm not counting the garbage time touchdowns. The Tampa game is where it's a bit iffy. Does he belong top 20 if he goes back to back? Depends how he does it, but yeah, plays well, yeah. 0-2 the count. Favorite part of the High Point and ASU campus. Well, ASU didn't really have a campus. I mean, it was a building. I didn't really go on Tempe campus a lot. So, High Point, it was just serene. High Point campus is gorgeous. All the fountains everywhere. 0-2 the count. Downstairs, 1-2. The sun, yes, I did see that one now. Yeah, that's attempted murder. I saw the video. That's attempted murder. He should be locked up, throw away the key. That's attempted murder. That was insane watching that video. Like, hyping up Hurts because of Super Bowl performance? No, because they do the rankings before the season, before the end of the postseason. Fouled off. Remember, they give all the players a list, or they give them a sheet, and you have to write down 20 names. And that's during the season. So they give the sheet of, like, November or December. So, the Super Bowl did not even impact that. Texas Tech, I've never been to Texas Tech campus. I think Summer is the answer to that one. Goodbye on that fastball, 96. 96 on that one. Defend him? Yeah, that's insane. You can't defend him. He threw 28 punches to an unconscious guy. That was nuts. It was blindsided, too. Where within North Carolina's High Point? Greensboro? So there's a triangle between Greensboro, Winston-Salem, and High Point. It's like a 20-minute triangle. And then there's a triangle between High Point, Charlotte, and Raleigh. Third time through the order now is Strider has gone more than 5 innings for the first time in over a month. 3 tells in 10 years to be a dynasty. Depends how it happens, but I'm trying to think of like counterexamples to that. Bob Barker, he was great. Yeah, of course he was great. Right, Animal Carver, thank God on that one. Thank God. Strider just 61 pitches through 5 1/3. Yeah, this was like a wrestling thing that was clearly not staged at all. This was like, guy was he streamed it on Kick too. He streamed it on Kick. Right, the Niners. Right, that's a good. Right, the Niners are a good one. Like, is Washington a dynasty in the 80s and 90s? Is that a dynasty? Like, I don't know. 1-1 the count. Fouled off 1-2. Well, I'll give you another example of that. Like, if the Giants, they made the playoffs in 2016. If they won the Super Bowl that year, is that a dynasty? Could Gleason made the cut? No. No, he could not have. 1-2, outside 2-2. Like, true dynasty, like the Marlins won in 97 and 03. And then if they won, like, in 06, would that have been, like, I can't say that's a dynasty. Like, 3 tells in 10 years, it depends. Like, Niners, yes. Niners, 100% yes. Fly ball, left field, foul ground, trying to slide to make the play. Profar can't get there in time. We stay alive at 2-2. Patriots have a dynasty. Protectable doesn't happen? Yes. Yes, I still think they do. I still think they do. The Marlins have not been good as of late, but have a 1-0 lead here. Kate's pick before the game. So my pick for the Super Bowl beforehand was Kansas City because I wasn't going to bet against them. They were my pick from the start. But I did say with that one, Philly's the better team. 2-2. X, right field, line drive, and caught. by Acuna for the second out. I did say in that one, I have the Chiefs winning because they were my pick at the start. I'm not going against it. And they always find a way. I don't trust Sirianni. Having said that, if you told me the score of the game, if you said the game was a blowout, I would have said the Eagles. Close game KC, blowout Philly. So Philly's the more talented team by a lot. So, yeah, Roethlisberger, probably, if they did the rank in 05, probably in the 40s. You have longer than 5 years, well, so fits the criteria. That's fair. One other count. Yeah, Tucker Rule is not unique to the Pats. It's been around for a while before that. Subway Series for second most intense instant rivalry on Giants Dodgers. 1-1 the count. I don't know, because right now, Dodgers Padres is insane. I would go number 3 on that one for Yankees Mets. You know, he thought it was a stunt, but yeah, no, it was not a stunt. You'll learn the whole story. It's insane. It's insane. 2-1 the count. 08 Florida versus Washington. Final score. If Florida played the Huskies that year? Oh, God. Florida wins by at least 50. Going 56-3 on that one. Right, Philly definitely better players than KC. Yes. There are a lot of teams that have better players than KC last year. They just always found a way. Like, if you told me that one team is going to win by 18 points, they're going to be up by 32 at one point, I would say Philly would be the team that would be up. I was like, blowout win, it's going to be Philly. Close game, it's going to be KC. 3-1. Marcy into right center field, and he's 0 for 3 today. The rookie unable to do anything today so far, and the 3 up, 3 down. Strider looking sharp. Quality start for him so far. Very good outing. Right, even apologized before he got jumped. Yes. Yeah, I get why the guy was upset, but, like, because he thought it was part of it, like he didn't rose with the beer can situation, but, like, that's not self-defense, obviously. Self-defense is in the moment, not premeditated. A's win a World Series in Sacramento. Where will the parade be? I'm not even sure they have a parade. I honestly am not even sure they have a parade. Both Florida BCS Bulls are first-time meetings. Which is odd. You would think Florida and Oklahoma would have met at some point. But they didn't skid a lot of good non-conference games for a while. Oh, we have a trade! We have a trade! We have a trade. The Cleveland Browns are getting rid of one of their quarterbacks as they are sending Kenny Pickett to the Las Vegas Raiders for a 5th-round pick. Yes, Tyrell on that one. Yes. Yes. So Kenny Pickett to the Raiders for a 5th-round pick. Aiden O'Connell is out for about 6 to 8 weeks with an injury. The Raiders need a backup quarterback. Pickett is gone. He is now in Vegas. So it is funny, the Pickett DTR trade will result in neither quarterback. Neither Kenny Pickett nor DTR ends up on the roster. Means Gabriel's the 2, Sanders is the 3. That's true with Washington. Yeah, I mean, Joe Gibbs was so good. Yeah, you called it, Nick. You did call it. You did call it. So Kenny Pickett, now a Raider. 5th-round pick in return. Means Gabriel's the 2. Sanders solidifies his spot on the roster. Not it was ever in doubt, but Sanders will be the 3. Do you ever need a movie? You know, that's a very good question. They have a world tour. It doesn't even look that good. I saw a video of the tour. I'm like, why do people want to watch this live? Because part of the thing with Dude Perfect is the fast pace. The pacing doesn't work for a movie. Dude Perfect, it's bang, 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 bang. Think about a better career than Sanders? I think he already has a better career than Sanders. I don't think it's a hot take at all. In there for a strike 0-1. I'm not sure how much Sanders plays. He's already got a ring. The death penalty, I'm fine with it if there's clear convincing evidence. If there's like overwhelming evidence, I'm fine with it. Launcher may move. Yeah, I mean, they got rid of Hooker. Kyle Allen's there too, and he's not any good. 1-1 the count. Way inside the Hitazuna. He got out of the way, I think. Did not hit him. 2-1 the count. Just bring the bonus word for the D-backs. Which is pancake if you're watching at home. That is the bonus word. Then I contact the Giants about Winston before going to Pickett. No, I don't think so. The price on Pickett was probably not a lot. Compared to Winston, where if Dart theoretically isn't ready, or something happens with Russ. 4 quarterbacks, it's way easier to offload than 3. 2 on the count. Ozuna watches that curveball in there for a strike. 0-2. Cabrera, masterful last time against the Braves. 8 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. Another masterful outing so far here on 90 pitches. Figure this is probably the last inning that he goes. But full count here. 6 hard hit outs, say, of their 9 hard balls. Yeah, that's crazy. And there is activity in the Marlins pen. We'll see how long Cabrera goes. Fouled off. There is activity for the Fish. And it looks like it's a left-hander in the pen. (3-2). Grounder right back to Cabrera. Easy 1-3 out. Underhanded toss. Got it. It was one of the first time being in the Natty since 98. What was it? I would guess TCU against Georgia. Why teams switch sides on the field after each quarter? Because of the wind. A lot of it's because of wind-related reasons. Just to make it more fair, and also going... you want 2 quarters on one side, 2 on the other. Yeah, I'm guessing Georgia TCU. For first time meeting. First pitch downstairs, 1 of the count. I was wrong on that. Okay. Kevin was the one who got us to only win that Nightmare Series. Yes. Way inside, 2-0. Marcus True never won a Natty at Notre Dame? I think so. Tyrod Taylor, Justin Herbert comment? Oh, I didn't say anything. If the punctured lung, Tyrod didn't have a week 2, when does Herbert start? Week 5. I think week 5. That's a chopper right to first. It stays fair, and 3-1 on the out. So after a 1-3 out, 3-1 on that one. You would hate that as a kid? Yeah. If they wanted Natty. Hey, when coaches don't give me hypotheticals, yeah, they're dodging the question. Yes. I mean, it depends what the hypothetical is. Depends what it is. It wasn't 2018. Wow, that's a great hint. It's a great hint. It's a phenomenal hint. It was Michigan, Georgia. Ooh, I think Georgia wins, but it's not a bloodbath like what we got. 34-31 Georgia. Ohio State TCU. Ohio State wins by 34. Tell me whether the opening statement, closing statements, or me like behind the scenes giving advice. I would be the behind the scenes guy. 1-1 the count. The Michigan Ohio State. I would take Michigan in that one. Knowing Ohio State's luck as of late. Ryan Day against Michigan as of late. Take Michigan. 24-17 in that one. Right, don't say I can't win it. Yeah, and he's young too. Into right field and got it. 7 strong for Cabrera. Weimer makes the play. We go bottom 7, and folks, it is time to stretch as Cabrera, masterful, 4 over the minimum. No runs allowed. And we got a 1-0 game here. Oh, we also have another trade. The Vikings are trading Mekhi Blackmon to the Colts for a 6th round pick in 26. So 2 trades. We're rising into the Hall of Fame. I mean, not anytime soon, but at some point. I mean, I guess we'll see after this. We're going to go out to the ball game really quickly. Here we go. A little bit of take me out to the ball game for you. Let's do it. How does he lose Michigan again? Nothing. Ryan Day is still more than safe. I can't think of anything to do. I couldn't think of anything for that one. Had a brain fart. Yeah, Randy's on the hot seat. What a natty. He's on the hot seat. He's not going anywhere. Not straight for another receiver. I'm going to say fact, especially if the Jennings situation does not play out. Eagles win Super Bowl Nev if Roseman was GM in 04-05. I think so. Well, they don't win that year. I don't think they win that year. Problem is that, again, I can play a lot of songs. Problem is that I can't, like, I only have 12 notes to choose from because I'm playing on this and not an actual keyboard. If I had an actual keyboard, I could do anything. But, like, Under the Sea, I couldn't do on this because it goes above the range. 1-0 the count. And only Hall of Famers from Roads got away with it? No. I don't think so. It's all Famous Cook. Me too. After the upset loss to Northern Illinois. Yeah, and the fact that he responded well to coaching, or to the advice, and took the coach's call and said, here's how we did that. Like, it was great. That's how you learn. 1-1 the count. Neal's drafting Hurts. I didn't like the pick. 1-1. I was like, wait, you're drafting... Like, I don't know why... Like, I was like, Hurts was not good in the SEC. I didn't think he handled pressure well in terms of the pocket. I just wasn't the craze about Hurts. But obviously, worked out pretty well. Yeah, Browns started picking to the Raiders. Yep. Makes sense for the Raiders. They need a quarterback because O'Connell's out. Do I make a keyword for one? Ooh, all right. Not going to say no. That 2-2 the count. If I was a lawyer, do you think it'd be prosecution or defense attorney? Oh, definitely prosecution. Definitely prosecution. 2-2 on that one. Yeah, the other first time meeting. Other first time meeting. 2-2. FSU Auburn? Ooh, that just missed. I thought it was a strike. FSU Auburn is my guess. 3-2. Could be Auburn, Oregon. Could be Auburn, Oregon. But I'm going to go FSU Auburn. Full count. And that one inside. Strider thought he had strike 3 instead. He throws a hit by pitch. The leadoff man on board for the Fish. How much fan stuff would you have had a P.O. box? I don't know. I honestly don't know. P.O. boxes are pretty expensive set up. So maybe at some point I'll do it. Maybe at some point. Well, Tyrell, you're defending their right to have a fair trial. It's not you believe the person did anything, like, is innocent. Right now, Parcel S1 out of a contract. That's going to be a little while because they're not in speaking terms. No, Blackman, not Becton. Becton's the tackle. Or the offensive lineman. Blackman getting traded. Swing and a miss on the slider inside 0-1. Hicks 0 for 2 today. Just 1 for his last 12 over the last 4 games, including this one. That's nice contact there into right field, but underneath it for the first out, right in front of the track, is Acuna. Marlins are going to get the leadoff man on. After that, they've been struggling. Here comes Otto Lopez. Strider on 79 pitches. You have to wonder if Strider's going to go the distance on this one. You have to think Strider's got a chance to go all the way here. He's gone above 100 a few times this season. I mean, as long as this game, I mean, if the Braves do not pitch in the bottom of the 9th, he might go the whole way. Well, Strider's essentially doxing himself. Yeah, I live in an apartment complex, so it's a little bit different. If I was in a house, yeah. But apartment complex, I'm not like... It's pretty secure. Like, there's multiple security things with that. Oh, on the count. I always keep it locked. Like, I never leave the place. Parsons to Philly, that would be insane. I don't think Dallas would do an in-division trade. 0-1 the count. Lopez has a 4-game hitting streak, but no hits so far today. Check swing. Did he go on the slider in the dirt? He did not. Laid it off 1-1. He has 0 prior to this month. Now 8 of the month is over. That's insane. Painful month for him. Painful month, but he gets some base. He gets some base. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe, helps us out on the channel. 1-1 the count. Lopez lays that one off. 2-1 on the slider, down low. And every donation counts as triple toward you make the call. Help me decide which game we are calling. Oh, I don't think he's that stupid to trade him to Philly. He's stupid. He's not that stupid. Which game we're calling Friday night in college football. Auburn, Baylor, Georgia Tech, Colorado, App State, Charlotte, Kennesaw Wake Forest. The lowest donated game by the end of this stream is what's going to get eliminated. So just keep that in mind. The lowest donated game gets eliminated. 2-1. Downstairs 3-1. And we also have the thing for leader most in front. 20-10-5 on that one. Not 30-20-10. 20-10-5. Changed it a little bit, but... Now we got 2 people in the leaderboard. They both want Georgia Tech, Colorado, or App State, Charlotte. 3-1 the count. Pickoff play again. Gets back and successful. That's 2 pickoff plays now. 1 more, you're going to take your base. Strider on 83 pitches. Rainy Lane Raid Scars. Oh, man. Yeah, at least the games we're doing this week are all inside. So, 3-1, way upstairs, and back-to-back walks. Lopez gets on board. Camaras changed back to the old name? No. No, I don't think it's going to happen. So, first and second, 1 out. Mound visit here. Strider's pitching his butt off today, but losing some control as of late. Back-to-back walks. Excuse me, two walks of sitting, I should say. Not back-to-back. 2 walks today. Wagaman coming up. And Strider, this is the first time he's gone more than 6 since July 10th. It's been a while. Before the All-Star break. Was the last time he went more than 6. Back to the football team? Yes, they should. And appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like my books, if you like them, subscribe to the channel a ton. Washington Warriors would be a good name. Yeah. I don't hate that. First pitch in there for a strike. Wagaman 0 for 2 today. Big swing at that one, 0-2. Wagaman not playing the best since the All-Star break. 0 for 2 today. He's 16 for his last 84. He's below the Mendoza line since the All-Star break. But chance to a 2-1 and 1 out. Lays that pitch off in the dirt. 1-2. Runners hold. Has been better as of late. Yes. The last 2 games, at least. 2 for 4 last game. 1 for 3 the game before that, but last month and a half has not been pretty for the most part. More unique names? I'm with you there. Alliterative and unique. I do like that. 1-2. That's why I love Kraken. Such a great name. Slider, 2-2. Outside. Strider now in 88 pitches. So the Marlins, at the very least, are doing a great job getting a Strider this inning to the point where if there's no double play ball here, he might not go more than 7. He might have to go the pen in the 8th. But it's big when it's game 1 of the series. They have to burn an arm. They get the pop-up there. Might have spoken too soon. Infield fly roll in effect. And 2 out. So the important thing here for Johnston coming up. Johnston had the RBI double last time. The only run of the game. The important thing here for Johnston. Make Strider work. If he's at 95, 96 pitches, I don't think he goes another one. A 1-pitch, 2-pitch out, he's probably going the 8th. Might finish the game. Yeah, Cracker Barrel's united the entire country. Yeah, the redesign just terrible. It's so sterile. First pitch, lays it off. 1-0. Just want to work the pitch count here. Make the Braves use someone in the 8th inning. Think long-term, Tuesday, Wednesday in the series. The more arms they use this early on, the better. I do like that bit by The Simpsons. Everyone will score here. All right. Let's see what happens. Johnston, outside 2-0 on the changeup. Strider now above 90 pitches. Yeah, fix something that's not broken. Yep. Yeah, perfect thing going. Like, why? Like, that's not understanding your target base at all. I can't imaginary number. 2 on the count. Check, swing, foul, 2-1. We all can agree on it. The Cracker Barrel redesign is corporate minimalism at its finest. IHOP is better? Oh, easily. It's not even close. It's not even close on that one. I love IHOP. 2 on the count. Venus Williams, 45 years old, U.S. Open right now. She's up 2-0 in the second set. Lost the first set 6-3, but up 2-0 in this set. So she broke already. It's insane what she's doing. 2 on the count. Yeah, the new logo, it's so bland. In there for a strike on the four-seamer, 2-2. Johnston 1 for 2 today. Oh, yeah, the burger. Yes, I do remember that. Who buys burgers at IHOP is the question. Johnston 9 for his last 21. Been magnificent as of late. Over his last 8 games, including this one, hitting .429. He works a full count here that's going to send the runners. How's it going, RFK? Appreciate you. Happy birthday, man. Hopefully this birthday's been going well for you. That's the birthday is winding down. No one's on the official one score here. Well, Johnson's got the only run of the game. We'll see. Full count. Up the middle and line out. Oh, so many hard hit balls today for the Fish. Johnston made great contact, but right at the shortstop, Allen up the middle. 7 strong innings for Strider. We go top 8. Most disappointing season in terms of expectations, 2018. It's 2018 and it's not even close. 2018, especially after the 2-0 starts of the season, there were talks about the Super Bowl. Wow. The Fish have been unlucky today, I will say. So many hard hit balls and they just are not finding the gap. That was you can't hit it better than that, up the middle. Hard exit feel up the middle. Right now it's bland. Yeah, that's the problem with the logo. It's just bland. It lacks all character. If they just added lines to make it look like a barrel, that's fine. Get rid of the guy, make it look like a barrel. I think the logo would be more well received if they didn't redesign the interior to make it crap. 2016, that's number 2. 2016 was number 2. 08's another, yeah. 08's another one. 08, 16, and 18 are the top 3. 18's number 1 in terms of expectations. I mean, there were talks about them being the best team in football. The Jags got 0-52 and won it. Timeline of Bortles' career. The Jags draft a quarterback in 2019. They draft Minshew. They don't sign Foles. Bortles gets benched, though, after the 2019 season. He gets benched like midway through for Minshew, and then who knows what happens at that point. But Bortles still probably is playing in the NFL. We go top 8 here. We figure Cabrera is done. 7 great innings for him. In line for the win. Yeah, that was I think it was like 4-7. It was bad. It was bad. They started 3-1, and then it all just, the bottom fell out at that point. And they lost every game for like a 2-month stretch. You know, if you're getting burgers at IHOP, I question your life choices. You go to the pancake place for pancakes or for breakfast food. 1 hit allowed by Cabrera today. He's allowed just 3 hits in his last 15 innings against the Braves, and he is done. Pitch count was getting up there. Tyler Zuber, the new pitcher. Kremen for 13 months now. Appreciate you, man. Go Cubbies. How's it going, man? Hello, lovely some of them Angels. Love to see it. Holy cow. How about that? Cubs are back, baby. Cubs are back. Breaking ball just misses 2-0. That's what I'm talking about with the hard balls. Yes. Have been to this like since. Wow. Jeez. Let's talk. That's good. That was good. Yeah, Cubs are they're safe now. They're safe. Doing all right. Alvarez. Swinging a miss. 2 on the count. You got Alvarez, Allen, Profardu up here. As Cabrera's allowed just 3 hits in 15 innings against the Braves this month. 2-1, fouled off, 2-2. Culver's Burgers are in and out. I'm not a burger guy. I'm not a burger guy. I'm not really a fast food guy at all. Or a chain restaurant guy. D-Beck's looking sharp. What was it, nothing that one? I turned it off because Venus is doing some stuff in the second set right now. I'll flip that one on. I'm going back and forth between the two. 2-2 the count. Outside 3-2. No, I took 2 out of 3 from the Reds this past weekend. A 1-0 Brewers. Yeah, okay, so they did score a little bit. Alvarez, left field, at the track, making the play for the first out is Johnston. Zuber trying to get the hold here. Last time he pitched was 2 innings against the Jays 2 days ago. 1 hit allowed. It's been very sharp as of late. Had that blow up against the Braves. Remember that game against the Braves on August 10th where he allowed 4 runs in 2/3 of innings. Since then, he's been pretty sharp. Last 4 outings, 6 1/3, 3 hits, no runs. Needs to buy another TV so I can watch both. Well, I can watch both. I just don't want to right now. Jets beat the Patriots in 2018. Yeah, it was the first time we ever beat the Patriots in a regular season game. How many of the Jags for the Cowboys? Once every 4 years. Once every 4 years. Swing and a miss, so 1 the count. New York Yankees, you could say that's alliteration. New York Yankees is alliteration. Yeah, we won, I think it was, 31-20, I want to say? I think it was 31-20. 0-1 the count. Yeah, first 20 against from the regular season, yep. Crazy to think about. 20 some odd years. 24 years it took to beat an AFC team for the first time. Raise guards right away. That might get called. I mean, might as well just play 2. Play 2 tomorrow. 1-2. Oh, it's 7th inning, 5-0. Yeah, just call the game. Call the game. Yeah, it was hot. It was a afternoon game. I was there. I was there for that one. That was a fun one to be at. Stadium was rocking that day. 1-2, upstairs to 2, and that was like the marquee game with Nance and Remo. Was like, that was so bizarre to have. Like, everyone's watching that game. That is the marquee game of the day, and Jacksonville's got it. It's like, holy cow, I'm not used to that. Yeah, I mean, a win's a win. Yeah, preseason, yeah, stomping a team like that, why not? Why not? Looking on the sweeper, goodbye. 2 up, 2 down. Last 7 innings for Zuber, 3 hits, no runs allowed. Back to Profar at the top of the order. I didn't realize the MLB logo was supposed to be retired after 1 season. It seems odd. Profar, right field, base hit. Going back to the wall. It should be 2, maybe 3, depending on how it bounced in the corner. Profar's got 2, and he will hold at second in scoring position. Yeah, Keelan Cole, one of the best catch I've seen live. Can't pick it to the Raiders. I like the move for the Raiders. They need a backup quarterback with O'Connell out. Obviously, Browns don't need 4 quarterbacks. I like it. Tying run in scoring position. Olsen coming up. Just the second hit of the game for Atlanta. The Thomas Hill Murray. Oh, I remember that. Yeah. I remember that. 2010. I remember that. I was in my parents' basement. I was watching that game in my parents' basement. Zuber's done. So they'll go for the matchup. They're going to pull Zuber after that hit. I'm not sure I'm crazy about that move necessarily. I think Zuber's showing up to finish, but they're going to have Simpson go. Simpson is going to pitch now for the Fish. Best commissioner of any sport in history? Early Roselle was phenomenal. Early Roselle made the NFL a juggernaut. My Lakers and Spurs kind of, yeah. I remember exactly what it was for the Hail Mary. Yeah, Sweeping Division Rival's fun. How's it going, Joe? Brutal ship behind the bar? Ooh. How bad are we talking? Yeah, the only thing holding Roselle back is how bad he was the final decade with two work stoppages. It was a lot of one game. We chose this game against the Dolphins week 16. Makes sense. You got to see a win either way. You got to see a win. Yeah, late 2010s were not good for the Lions. Thank God they're out of that now. So Simpson coming in. Last time pitch against the Jays. 1 inning, 1 hit. Yeah, I'm losing with Josh Johnson home. Yeah, have a mighty fill that season. Simpson has not looked good as of late, though, even despite that good outing he had last time against the Jays. His last 10 outings, 8 2/3, 10.38 ERA, 11 hits allowed, 10 runs. Yeah, maybe early Bowie, yeah. Yeah, Patricia Area, he's the worst coach in Lions history. There are some good options for worst coach in Lions history. I think he's the worst. Worse than Marinelli. Worse than the mid-60s. Right, turns out to December, yeah. I had a feeling. On average, markets 2022 Reds to 1998 served 29, 35 people in one table. Holy cow. That's insane. That's insane. Olsen. First pitch in there for a strike. Favorite Jags game from each season? Ooh, I have to think about this one. I'll do that at the commercial break. That's a good question. Olsen struggling as of late, just 1 for his last 20, but tying run is on board in scoring position. You know, Roselle, the 80s was bad, but what he did in the 60s, he's the best commissioner of all time. 0-1, that hits him. So taking Zuber out for Simpson, who's been struggling as of late. Interesting decision, because now the go-ahead run is on board. And Acuna is at the plate with a chance to get the Braves back in this thing. Yeah, here's Ohio State's problem now. Yes, I do remember that, yes. The favorite game from each season. Well, last year, favorite game was probably the Patriots game. I think so, Connor, on that one. I think so. Yeah, we have alliteration. We have alliteration for that. 24 was that. 23 favorite game. Ooh. Probably the Saints. Probably the Saints game. 22, it's easily 27-0. 21, beating the Fins. No, beating the Colts, fun week of the season. That was just hilarious. 2020, beating the Colts in Jacksonville. 2019, I would go with the game against the Broncos, with Minshew just being insane. Yeah, I don't get why they put in Simpson. I really don't get why they did it. Just let Zuber go. Yeah, the ending, yeah. Was the game actually good? No, it was not. No, it was very sloppy. A good game was Jaguars-Colts. 2010, my favorite game was Jaguars-Colts. 0-1 the count. And Bush thank Dennis down for that one. Yes, you can. For some horrible play calling down with the goal line. 0-1 to Acuna. Grounder to third, and they'll get out of it. 5-4. 5-4 on the out. Hard hit ball, but a nice play at third. The scoop by Acosta. The worst first-round quarterback in history. Oh, not even close. No, the worst first-round quarterback in history? No, Art Schlichter was worse. Art Schlichter was way worse. Ryan Leaf. Achilles Smith. Steve Bazarkowitz. Jamarcus Russell. I mean, there's a lot of them. You know, Pickett doesn't even scratch the surface for the worst first-round quarterback in history. He's not even top 50 worst first-round quarterbacks in history. I'm not even sure it's top 50. Well, he plays games by death by 1,000 paper cuts. Yeah, I like the way they play. I really love the way they play. Yeah, Dennis Allen, not a good coach. Most frustrating game of the season, considering how it ended, 2019 Texans and Jaguars. The game in London, yeah. Yeah, the game in London where it just imploded in the fourth quarter. That was frustrating. That was frustrating. The London game was more frustrating than the Week 2 game. The play call, I hated that play call for the 2-point conversion. Don't give it to Fournette. They were stuffing Fournette the entire game. They were stuffing Fournette the entire game. Now, Richardson's not there yet. He's getting there, but not yet. Biggest one-shot, one-play wonder World Series history. Yeah, Lawless is a good pick. Lawless is a very good pick for that. I'd probably go Lawless on that one. It's not a bad pick. Made for the Solos. There you go. There you go, Sports Duck. There you go. There you go. Pierce Johnson on the bump. Strider's done for 7 innings. In line for the loss, but not his fault, obviously. 1 run allowed. That's it. One of his best outings of the season. It's been a rough year for him, but we got vintage Strider today. His 2017 favorite game was the Steelers game. The playoff game. 2018 favorite game was the Patriot game. 2016 beating the Titans. After firing Bradley. 15 favorite game, probably beating the Dolphins. No, Thursday night against the Titans. 2014 beating the Titans on Thursday Night Football. No, I actually go with beating the Giants in that comeback. We got by 20 in that one. 2013 favorite game, I would say the Browns game. 2012, even though we lost that game, the game against the Texans was incredible. The second game. 1 other count. Weimer up to bat. Weimer, Acosta, Edwards. 2011 favorite game was being the Ravens on Monday Night Football. 2010 the Colts game. Swing and miss on the curve. 1-1. 09 being the Jets. Jones taking at the 1. 08 being the Colts at Lucas Oil. They did 51-16. They did. Yeah, second half they just was incredible. Second half was incredible. Favorite preseason game. Favorite one? Ooh. Favorite one. Honestly, no recency bias. Jaguars Steelers this year because of the Cam Little field goal. Because of the Cam Little field goal alone, I would say that. 5-0. Jeez, Eduardo's getting blown up. Yep, not surprised. Best of players got NBA rosters? No, we've never had an NBA player. Gene Little's, I think, playing the ABA. But other than that, I don't think we had a single NBA player. Gene Little's is the only one that I think played ABA. Downstairs, 2-2. They're trailing halftime. Then they scored every drive in the half. Rashad Green, a nice punt return. Allen Robinson, a beautiful play. A beautiful cut like that. 07 favorite game, I would say the wild card game against the Steelers. 2-2. 06, it's definitely the Colts game, where Taylor Majidi went wild. And 05, the game against the Steelers with the pick 6. Favorite Cowboys game? Ooh, favorite Cowboys game? I'd probably say the game in 2022, where they lost to the Jaguars in overtime. I would think so, Connor. They have a pretty clean graphics package as it is. Weimer looks at that one. Looks at that one on the inside corner, and that's the first out. Most frustrating galaxy from a year? I probably could. Holy, you should see outside my apartment, right? Favorite Colts game? I would say 2010, losing to the Jaguars. Outside my apartment looks like the apocalypse right now. There is that much dust. It is actually kind of insane to look at. 0 on the count. To Acosta. He's over 2 today. Johnson last time pitched 1 inning, 1 hit against the... Or excuse me. My apologies. Last time he pitched 2/3 of an inning, no runs allowed against the Mets. That went into left center field, though. And that go over the wall. Went over the wall. Just cleared the fence. Acosta gives the Marlins some insurance. Maximo Acosta with his 3rd career Major League home run. The 22-year-old Venezuelan gives the Marlins a 2-0 lead. Let's call the coach. Shula. I go Shula on that one. Yeah, literally on that one, Jackson. Literally. Acosta clears the fence. The 3rd time in the last 4 games he's hit a home run. And Johnson's been sharp as of late. He had not allowed a run in his last 13 games. His last 12 1/3, no runs allowed, just 3 hits. But a big insurance run there. Hey, there's the NHL iteration. Massive insurance run, absolutely. Browns finally cleared the quarterback room. I like the move for the Raiders a lot. They need a backup quarterback. Pickett's pretty good as a backup. 2 on the count. Get every donation, every game counts as triple toward you make the call. You're going to help me decide which game we are calling on Friday night for college football. 2 on the count. Edwards way outside 3-0. True, Shula never had a losing record with the Colts. Shula won 76% of his games with the Colts. I mean, I think that makes him the best coach. Any 5 senses? Which one to get rid of? Why the Cowboys play international games since they play the Jaguars? Because a lot of teams don't want to give up the Cowboys because they know they're going to sell tickets. The Cowboys sell tickets, so teams don't want to give the home game against the Cowboys. Well, you're not going McCaffrey. McCaffrey was there for like 2.5 seasons. You could go Dungy. If you go Dungy, I'm not opposed to that. Favorite Jets game? Yeah, the one against the Jags in 09, yes. If I get rid of anyone with 5 cents, definitely not sight. Definitely not sound because of music. Smell, definitely not touch. Taste, absolutely not. Probably smell. Probably smell. 3-2, check swing. It was foul. Yeah, boy, looking D-backs. Yeah, it's pretty ugly. Eduardo Rodriguez is not a good pitcher. Like, if you want to go Dungy, I'm fine with that. If you want to go Dungy, I'm fine with that. Yeah, smell is the least vital to survive. 3-2 fouled off. Smell is the least vital to survival. Unless there's like a fire or something. I'm fine going Dungy for best Colts coach. I'm fine with going Dungy. 3-2. Johnson, swing and a miss. Nice pitch to X, who has not done anything since the leadoff triple. Dungy would throw the Bucks. Oh, that's a hot take. He was not going to the playoffs with the Bucks. Marcy up to bat. Although, I have no idea. I have no idea who the all-time Smith team would be. I have no clue. Jimmy Smith at wide receiver, but I don't know anything else off the top of my head. Billy Ray Smith. 0-1 the count. Wrong for the D-backs, injuries. Injuries in the starting pitching, which has been disappointing. But really, it's been injuries for the D-backs. It's been a lot of injuries, especially in the bullpen. 0-1 the count. RC fouls it off 0-2. Mount Rushmore Jackson coaches. We don't really have a lot to choose from. Coughlin, Del Rio, Peterson, and Raymond's with them right about, yeah. Coughlin, Del Rio, Peterson, and Marone. Just by default. Touches you, and then Saturday. Yes, definitely Saturday. I'm not sure on that one, Connor. That's a good question. I don't know what the exact rules are for how long they have to wait for delay. Fouled off again. We stay alive. Yeah, good defenses, lousy offenses. Yeah, they had no quarterback for a lot of that. We got Sean King to the MC Championship. Holy cow. Outside my apartment is just insanity right now. It's a dust storm of all dust storms. Fouled off. I'm taking a picture after the spatter. Because this is nuts. I can't see anything. I literally cannot see anything outside of my apartment. 0-2 the count. All right. I think we're back. I think we're back. If you can. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good now. All right. So, appreciate all you guys being here. So basically, Marlins win 2-1. That's your final. Long story short, with that, we just got the haboob of all haboobs. That's what they call it. The dust storm like that. I will show you some photos of what we just got. But we are live again. Marlins win. Apologies I could not do the end of that game because, yeah, we had some stuff that went down. I'm going to add 20 to the Colorado game and 10 to that. Okay, so let me show you what I was dealing with here. Because it was crazy. Game on, baby. Game on. I will show you what I was dealing with here. It's bad. It was bad. Lost power for a little bit. Marlins win 2-1. Apologies I cannot do the end of that game. That's a third straight win for the Marlins on this stream. But I'm going to show you what I was dealing with here. I have some friends on Instagram as well Then I'm going to show you what they were dealing with as well. Because it's a lot. It was a lot. Let me see if I can find some good ones. At least it wasn't torn to shred. At least it was not. Nope. Thank God. I had to barricade. Yeah, no, still a bit dust storm outside. Yes. It's now just like a rainstorm. The winds have subsided a little bit, so it's not as bad. It was pretty bad, though. It was pretty bad. Let me show you some photos. I was basically fighting for my life out here. It was I barricaded my porch door. I barricaded it because it was that bad. All right, let me upload some photos and show you what I've never lost power before during a dust storm. This is the first time this has ever happened. This is literally the first time it has ever happened. I've seen some dust storms before. I've been in my fair share, obviously being in Arizona. This is the worst one I've dealt with. So let me show you what I dealt with just why we couldn't stream for like 25 minutes. Yeah, I'm okay, which thank God. Thank God I was inside. Thank God I was inside for that. Yeah, ABC is 15th video dust storm. It's bad. It's bad. Yeah, so I'm gonna upload a few photos and then we're gonna do some OT in a little bit. This is the worst dust storm in Arizona history. I don't know about the worst in Arizona history. It's the worst I've been here since 2019. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank God. Thank God I'm okay. It's now just a lot of rain, but it was pretty bad. I could hear it. I had to like barricade my door because I felt it moving. We lost power for a little bit. Obviously, I'm okay, which thank God for that. But I'm going to show you what we were dealing with here from some friends of mine on Instagram and some photos that I took myself. If you want to give an idea of what exactly it is. I'm surprised the power's back already. I thought if we were going to do OT tonight, I thought it was going to be like 11 o'clock at night. I'm surprised that we got power back. So let me show you what we were dealing with here. Because it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. So, this was outside my apartment. It's outside my place. It dust storm an NFL game. That's never happened before, but man. Yeah, you can see the zero visibility past one block. You can see that. That wasn't even the worst of it. This is what it was like afterwards. You can't see a thing. Obviously, this is a photo I took from my window. You can't see anything. This is a photo one of my friends took. This is a photo one of my friends took on Instagram. That's all dust. This is all dust. Like that thing that's reaching the clouds, that is all dust. Like it's still thundering here. It's lightning. It's raining, but it's not. The dust has subsided at least. This is one of my friends who's driving in this for some reason. I don't know why they were driving in this, but this is one of my friends that was driving in this. Which, pull over. I mean, that's just stupid. Pull over. Why are you trying to drive in this? I don't know what your situation is. I don't care what your situation is. Pull over. You can't see anything. It was like when the sky turned orange during the Canadian wildfires. Yeah, it was like the what was it? The Auburn game back in the 90s. The fires. Yeah. So, yeah, that's why we lost. That's why the stream. Yes, the fog bubble is right around Cardinals. Yeah. I don't trust that new store is using blank to poke holes in the Swiss cheese. He's using scissors. Yeah. How can I drive that? That's a good question. Let's see if I can find any photos from other people on Instagram. Because it's, I mean, holy cow. Let's see if there's anyone else I follow. Yeah, I follow this. Okay, let's follow this person. Trying to see if I can find like how many good photos can I find is the question. Okay, yeah. Here's one of them. Hang on. Here's one of them. Yeah, looks like doing another. Yeah, with Blackman out, I'm hoping it means Zakuta will be a solid piece of depth corner. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what they're going for. I don't trust Zakuta. I mean, he's been with a few teams at this point. I think he's been with 3 teams and he's failed everywhere. But yeah, maybe the Vikings, maybe Flores gets some out of him. He does make something out of nothing. Are these rare? Ones like these are rare. Where you lose power, rare. But around August is Haboob season. Reach out. I'm going to reach out on that one. Haboob season is, yeah, this is the worst storm I've experienced, yeah. Haboob season is, in Arizona, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Haboob season is pretty bad. Hang on. Power is back after dust storm. Power outage. The zooming, peeping Tom. No, this is just Instagram stories I follow with different people. So, hang on. Let me crop out. Let's make sure I can crop out properly. I'm going to say, jeez. Jeez on that one. All right, 2-1. Let me just update this to final. The game is over. The Marlins win. I could not do the end of the game because, well, that happened. But yeah, let's show you one more photo. That one failed. I think I did that one already. What's it? Haboob season. HABOOB. That's an actual name of it. And yeah, it's pretty bad out here. It's pretty bad out here. You usually get the dust and the rain and whatnot, but you don't get this. You don't get power outage. You don't get... I mean, this was insane. This was insanity. Yeah, I'll show you 2 more photos, then we'll start the OT period, because why the heck not? So, this was... Now, combine rain, thunder, and lightning, and high winds into this as well. Now it's not bad. Now it's just dark outside and raining. It's not too bad right now. But this is what it was like when we lost power. So about this is all dust. It's like engulfing everything. And then here's another photo that someone took. That's the sky. That's what the sky looked like. Like if you were outside, I would be dead if I was outside. If I was outside with my asthma, I'd be dead. Nice job. I'll go nice job on that one. Like that is not filtered. That is not edited in any way. This is the sky. Or it was at least. Now it's pretty normal. But it's still lightning and raining. But it's not crazy like it was. This is what I was dealing with before. So, I don't know if the Brewers are joking. What happened? Bad Arizona weather? Very bad Arizona weather. We had a dust storm. We had a massive dust storm. Yeah, no, I'm not going outside. No way. You know, basically, long story short, in the bottom of the 8th inning, I lost power. Because we had lightning, thunder, dust, high winds, tons of rain. I can't believe I got the power back in 20 minutes. I honestly can't believe it only took 20 minutes to get the power back. Like, I gotta give Cox a lot of credit here. Yeah, extreme wind. Yeah, very extreme wind. Very extreme. I had to barricade my door. I had to barricade the porch door. It was that bad. I gotta give Cox a lot of credit, the cable provider. The fact they got power back in 20 minutes with this is incredible. I don't know how they did it. I don't know how I'm streaming right now. I honestly have no idea how I have any power. Yeah, more like that. Yep, got him. Yeah, well, I don't have a car right now. It's being at the shop still for the hit and run. So, yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Again, this is another photo someone took. This is the weather we were dealing with, plus wind, rain, high that. This is another photo someone took while driving for some reason. Again, you'd be stupid to drive in this. This from my apartment. Like right after we lost power. I was saying the storm looked crazy. I was going to take a photo of it. I guess it does, Sports Talk. I guess it does. But Milwaukee was the home of the Braves before, so. But the fact that we have power is insane right now. Yeah, now it's not too bad. The worst of it is past. The worst of it is past, thank God. First score, did he high class for chemistry, Calc 2, and a great problem seminar class about climate change. That is, I mean, 3 classes, that's not too bad, but the fact that calculus and chem, good luck, man. Good luck. That is tough. Oh my God, the D-backs came back during that. The D-backs came back instead of 6-5. Holy cow. What on earth? Credits from the after their home the Braves. I don't know. I don't know on that one. I know for the Chiefs they do. I'm assuming they do. I mean, they do for the Orioles. I can't believe D-backs came back. The power of the dust storm are going to change the season. Going to turn the season around for the D-backs. All right, let's start the OT period. I'm going to put 10 minutes on the clock. I'm not going to put 5. I'm going to go 10 because I didn't get to do in the 9th inning. You see what it takes to get into the queue? Any donations, any audio, video, chat, GPT? See what it takes to get in. We have power back. We are full go. It seems like, which again, I don't know how we have power back, but that has never happened before. How's it going, Jake? I appreciate you, man. What happened in Phoenix? Massive, massive dust storm that knocked my power out. Massive, massive dust storm that knocked my power out for a bit. And somehow I have it back 20 minutes later. So that's what happened. A lot of winds, a lot of rains, a lot of thunder, lightning. It's still pretty bad out there, but the dust and the wind have subsided at least. I mean, if you want to see let me see if I can see photos of it. Yeah, like blizzard painful. Yes, like do not be outside. Like here's a video someone took on Fox 10. I'll show you here. I mean, it's crazy cool. Like, it doesn't hurt anyone. It's crazy cool. But yeah, this is what I was dealing with. This is why we lost power for 20 minutes. Would have had a bad inning? Yeah, let's go, baby. Let's go. I got the game on now. Moreno, right at the track. Yeah, Desmond Watson getting cut. Just lose the weight. It's not hard. If you're 460 pounds, you're playing in Florida with that humidity, you do anything. I mean, you gotta stay in shape. Do just sort of spirit random? Yes. Yes, they are random. I had no idea what's coming today. Yeah, you're okay in the Marlins one. Let's go. Have one jealous again. All right. Yeah, so this was what I was dealing with before. While we lost power. It's like a whole dust storm just engulfed everything. Here's a time lapse from a few minutes ago. NT Man for 7 months now. Appreciate you. Why is Lionel Taylor in the Hall of Fame? More Koselvids, please. I love the Koselvids. Yeah, we've got some more coming. Lionel Taylor in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, because the AFL gets screwed over. The AFL gets completely screwed over in the voting. The voters really do not like the AFL. And that's part of why. And Joe the Fire, appreciate you, man. Caillou, the bartender at my restaurant, Loban Bear, is the bar server. Include DW and Low Princess. All right, play to a vote. Appreciate you. And then Xmas has been X'd. All right. Appreciate you guys. Cooper going to the Raiders, and McLaurin and Hendrickson getting paid. Not surprised by McLaurin, a bit surprised by Hendrickson this early, because they weren't talking before, and now they iron out the contract details. Incredible. Incredible stuff. Yeah, I don't know how anyone can drive that. Anyone that drives in that is stupid. Anyone that drives in that, just pull over. If you're driving in that, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you are really stupid if you want to drive in that. Yeah, they're all good deals, though. Cooper going to the Raiders, I like that move a lot. Veteran receiver, especially if Myers wants out. Especially with Myers potentially getting traded. They are, according to Ricky, what time on stream that happened? Ooh, what, the timestamp on the stream? It was, where was it? Hang on. It was about 15 minutes ago. It's about 15 minutes ago. My restaurant bartender or server signs to take food orders from the bar seats +1. All right. Is it just pull over? Come back for this? Yeah. You got the dust storm now, too? You got the dust storm? Met Stomach Fuel today? That's of the night shift, yeah. Oh, man. You know, anyone can drive in that. But there is a rumor, according to Ricky, who has been on the money with a lot of stuff, that the Patriots are going to get Myers back in exchange for Kyle Duggar. All right, let's see what we got. No effects. I just can't believe we have Wi-Fi and power and everything's good. You know, like I said earlier, yeah, no, it was completely not my call. I've never done that before. I lost power. First time ever. First time ever I've lost power during one of these dust storms. Yeah, let's start taking us at hour 53. Yes. I'll put it to a vote as well. And then, let me see what we got here. Xmas has been X'd. Alright, appreciate all you guys for being here. Especially with that. Don't want to lose Duggar. Well, apparently they were gonna cut him anyways. Maybe it's nice embarrassing balance made him take notice. I think it's completely unrelated. Get a generator next to him just in case. Well, that's the first time it's happened. I might have to get a generator. Why did the Dolphins cut Stonehouse? He has not been the same since the injury. So Stonehouse is not the same anymore. Unfortunately. He was so good with the Titans, but he's not the same. He got injured and it's never been the same since. So that's what it comes down to. Yeah, pretty sure all you guys were sticking around for this. Obviously, I had no idea how to turn off the stream. That was completely unexpected to lose power like that. So that's why I set off early. It was not intentional, obviously. It was, I think I set off mid-sentence. Like, it just, the dust storm came in. I just got an update that we're aware of a power outage. Our projected restoration is 8 o'clock. Well, we already restored power. At least most of it. I think we got all the power back. J Generator 9, yes. Alright. No effects song. Thank God it was not the game tonight. I mean, the game, if there was a game tonight in Arizona, if they played at home, I honestly don't know if they'd play it. I don't know. It'd be too dangerous to be on the roads. Like, it would start in 10 minutes time if it was in Arizona, because we'd have 6:40 starts. I have no idea. Nobody's for the Rivers. I get it. I mean, they haven't been good in your lifetime, so I get it. I got one jealous again. Here we go. I'll put it to a vote. Again, the lowest donated game by the end of this, over 8.5 wins for Rivers. I think it's pretty fair. I'm going to go under, just because it's a tough division, but I'm going to go under. But wouldn't shock if they went over. Again, lowest donated game by the end of the night. We are eliminating. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. That was a fast game, too, in the Braves-Marlins game. That was the part that stuff. The game was like 2 hours, 10 minutes. It was like a really quick game. It's like I was easily going to do overtime, and then the power. Dumb Donald showed him when he was winning to a floating craft game. He brought a floating craft game. Brought a life vest. Oh, they were good, but I was too. Yeah. Yeah, since you remember, at least. Yeah, you sent emails about the Fox Sports issue. We're not surprised with that. Not surprised. I mean, do I have faith in Bears? Not, like, they're going to be last in the division, but they have talent. They have talent. It's the worst ever for, yes, for 30 other fan bases. It is. It is. It is. Hang on. My mom is calling me. I'm on stream. Hang on. Give me a second. All right, we're good. All right. And Michael, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I'm going to close the poll here. Auburn Baylor. The Royal Highness. I'm still in New York? Yes. I'm guessing a Bosnian song. Yeah, my parents just want to make sure I was okay. Just want to make sure I was okay. Alright, so Michael had 579, and then Joe with a 5er, so that's 14. Now the Auburn game. So right now, Kennesaw Wake Forest is on the chopping block. Right now, Kennesaw Wake is on the chopping block. Pats Cowboys, would that be the most hated matchup of all time? I think Cowboys Bills was pretty hated. People were sick of the Cowboys, and then the Bills was like, really, we have to see them again? Which maybe I'll just make sure I was okay. Just make sure I was okay, because it was bad. I mean, I had to barricade the door. I literally had to barricade everything. And there she is. How's it going? Like, I literally had to, like, stack chairs against my patio door to make sure it didn't do that. It was slippery. I don't remember what I said. I'm just like, I'm on stream right now. It was bad. But I got power back. Yeah, the guitar in that song, that was like a different tempo from every other song I heard by NoFX. It was a very different tempo. Like, it felt like a Green Day song almost. Cowboys feels like Cavs Warriors, yes. Alright. Access has been X'd. Here we go. So, a Christmas song by NoFX. Alright, why not? I have to reset the clock as well. Yeah, Sue takes skin to the Q&A audio video chat room team. We're going to get to it. Again, we are back. Everything is good with the stream. Everything is back to normal with the stream. We lost power for a little bit, but we are good to go after the dust storm. Good morning with the tour. My Lucier on that show and fight. You know, it might be the dust in the air in Arizona, but you might be right on that one. You might be right. They actually came back from a deficit. We'll see if it can hold, but they came back from deficit. I'm impressed. Then we can live feed? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. And you wanted You want Georgia Tech. Appreciate you, Gamana. Appreciate you, man. How close are you to first? You can't be that far off. You can't be that far off. You're not that far off first. You're not that far off. You're in second. $500. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do another week in life vid. Yes. Yes. Holy sh... Whoa. Holy cow. Hang on, give me a sec. I'm going to get my phone charger just in case this happens again. Because that was a huge bolt of lightning. Holy cow. Hang on, give me a second, guys. Hang on, I'm just getting my phone charger. Just to charge, because that was a huge bolt. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Oh man, hang on guys, give me a second. Give me a second here. Oh my god. All right. Yeah, I just saw like the most massive. I saw the most massive bolt of lightning I've seen since like I was like 15 years ago when I was in Florida. I've seen some big bolts before. That was like a big bolt of lightning. So I just had to get my charger, just in case. Just in case. I want to make sure I have full battery on my phone, just in case. All right, let's pick up the song here. Thunderstorm Phoenix. Yes, Drowned in the Mid-Atlantic. Yep, it's bad right now. It is bad. There was a huge dust storm in Phoenix. I was struck by lanterns of the flash. Can you imagine? Rain clouds officially hit my area? Oh boy. Yeah, if you're out in Arizona right now or in Vegas or not, stay safe because it is bad out there. You should not be on the roads. It is bad. Yeah, basically it's like the apocalypse right now. This is what the apocalypse would look like. Roll calls back. Let's go. Let's go. I feel like so many Christmas songs are in C major. So many Christmas songs are in C major. And this one's no exception. And as it stands, Kenneth So Wake is getting eliminated. We're going to eliminate one of the games tonight. We'll eliminate one tomorrow. Haven't seen today's video. Let me link it now. I'll link today's video. Killing the Fire, appreciate you, man. Do fix a Dust Terminator. Oh, I can see him doing that. I can see him doing that. Hang on. And then which game do you want? Keller, Auburn Baylor. I had a feeling you want Auburn Baylor. Just want to make sure on that one. Appreciate you. Stay safe and indoors. Yep. Yep. Not a problem for me to stay indoors. Holy cow. I'm just glad the D-Bucks are on the road. If they were at home today, I don't even know if they play the game. I know they're indoors. I know they have an indoor stadium, but it'd be too dangerous to be on the roads and the air quality be so bad. They might not play the game. I honestly don't know what the D-backs would do if they played at home today. I couldn't tell you. That was a good song, though. That was a good one. 102 Honey Till Christmas. Yep. Yep, only like 16 more days till I start listening to Christmas music. Feels crazy. Yeah, November 1st is when I start. Okay. Ovo J. Bosna, the next song. Okay. Let's see the translation. No, I would not want to get stuck in the air saying this storm. No, I would not. I would pull over. I would have pulled over. I would have pulled over on that one. Okay, so let's see. So this one doesn't seem too bad in terms of the lyrics. It's just like Bosnia's coming up. And no one's going to take this land from ours. Biggest surprise of preseason? I would say biggest surprise. Tesla looked very good. I knew he was going to be a good receiver. I did not think it was going to be this good right off the bat. Too early? Nah, I got November 1st. Forecast rain only about 1 inch, but in Arizona, that's significant. Yes. Yeah, the rain in Arizona, when it rains, it is dirty rain. What time did it start? The dust storm? I would say like 5:50 my time, so 8:50. It was getting bad before, but really around 5:50 my time is when it really picked up. All right. So here's a Patriotic War song. Should he be QB3 for the Chargers? No. I'm still not sold on him. Uyunglele is how you pronounce his name. Uyunglele. 19% rides on this game. You know, every percentage point counts at this point. We're in the playoff hunt like this. It's a lot of accordion on this one. More than usual. More than usual. Sunny day before this? Yes. It was completely sunny all day. It was like any other day. There was no indication this was going to happen. Right, Heineke QB3, Lance QB2. Yes. I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one. Come on with a 3-er. Listen to the American National Anthem. All right. All good. I don't think our anthem's that good. I'm not going to lie. I think it's too hard to sing for the average person. Yeah. Uugule. Yeah, Uuyungale. It's Uuyungale. Appreciate you about it. Yeah, I don't think our anthem, like, it's too hard to sing for the average person. I think our anthem should be God Bless America. Personally, on that one. I think it should be God Bless America. Easier to sing. It's only an octave versus an octave and a half. Phil Phillips from the AFC Championship. Your Plastic Birds prediction holding the Giants. I was Giants scoring 17 and winning. Yep, worked out pretty well. Okay, rank the quarter. Ooh, man. Stockton last. I don't know how to rank them. Because a lot of them haven't seen play yet, obviously. But Stockton last, Manning first. I don't know how I'd rank the rest. More probably second from the bottom, but I don't know on that one. Merle Hodge thinks second best Christmas in Canada. Yes, it is. I mean, it is for every hockey game for the most part. It is for the most part. They played in every hockey game in Canada besides the ones between two Canadian teams. So it's not entirely wrong. Yeah, very good power grid. I mean, that was the first time I lost power in one of these boobs. Oh, expectations for each? Oh, okay. Manning 1. Stockton last still. Simpson 2. Sayin, Underwood, Mateer, Carr, Moore. Well, the Niners had drafted Art Monk in 1980. That would have been a stack receiving unit. Yeah, but they already had Clark and Solomon. They weren't going to do it. They weren't going to do it. Although Earl Cooper was not a good player for them. Earl Cooper was not a good player. And the bigger question is what if they drafted Joe Cribbs instead? If you're going running back, what if they drafted Cribbs? Hotchkiss works up in the US and Mexico only. Yes. So they call the witch doctor? I did not, but you know, it looked like the apocalypse out there for a little bit. It looked like the apocalypse. Right now it just looks very dark and gloomy and rainy. But it's not as bad as it was like 30 minutes ago. I'm going to say Minnesota's in Ohio because everything is Ohio. Yep. I mean, for GeoGuessr, that's not a bad strategy. It's not a bad strategy for GeoGuessr. All right. National Anthem of America. It's just not like a... It's too hard to sing. And like people don't know what it's about. How bad is the national mid? I have no idea what that is. Jack's going to rhyme up and out. Scat with toilet. No, we're not. Most underrated overrated U.S. state. Overrated? I'm not a Dirty Myrtle guy, so South Carolina. South Carolina's overrated, but I'm not big on Myrtle Beach. Underrated? Underrated? I would probably go... Ooh, I don't know for underrated. Maybe Jersey? Thoughts on the Judkins situation? Yeah, the fact that he's not signed yet is crazy. The fact that he's not signed yet is insane. If they drafted McMichael in 80 and Singletary 81, the Bears don't have any rings. The Bears don't have any rings at that point. Minnesota City, Ohio, yes. Oh, National Grid? Oh, I don't know how bad the National Grid is, but... In Phoenix, it's pretty good. In Phoenix, it's pretty good. You know, there's too many tempo changes in the National Anthem here, too. There's too many... Like, it's too hard to sing for the average person. Most anthems, like, Oh Canada is an octave... Octave and a half is this one. It's too hard for the average person. Like, vocally, you're not... Like, the average person can't go an octave and a half. It goes all over the place. It's not a good anthem. He's still not signed, no. In the courtroom, the lawyer said, the judge is a real weirdo. He's wearing a blank under his robe. I can't watch TV in Hawaii, according to Marion Butts. Yep. He's wearing a dress under his robe. Yeah, the fact, like, I was worried that we were going to, like, how long we were going to lose power. I was very worried in terms of, the food in the fridge. Right, can't check if it's sewn up. 10-3 Mets. Holy cow. Well, what was that? 10 unanswered? Good for them. Good for them. Yeah, New Jersey's pretty under... Yeah, I think so, too. I think so, too. TPS did funny national anthem moments. I have not seen that video. Right, they do have TV in Hawaii, and it snows in Hawaii and San Diego. Of course it does. Of course it does. Yeah, Mets, wow. Good for them. Good for them battling back. All right, let's get the ChatGPTs in. The Mets playing Phillies. Playing the Phillies. Give me a second here. Let me get this in. Again, you see what it takes him to do any audio video ChatGPT. We'll get to that. Appreciate you guys a ton for staying with me, too, through this dust storm, because it was bad and through the power. Favorite Lee Corso moment? Oh, for me, it's easily the Houston moment in 2011. Houston in 2011 where he cursed. That was incredible. That was incredible. Sports over the tier, Carl Lewis National Anthem fail. Oh boy. At least he knew he sucked. I will say, at least for Carl Lewis, he wasn't trying to be disrespectful. He knew he sucked. And he was like, oh, we're going to get through this. We'll get through this. The Sports Center one, Francis Scott off key, is incredible too. Oh, man. Alright. They show game... They don't have to show a game in California. They don't have to. They usually do, but they don't have to. Like, I know when the Titans had Mariota, they showed Titans games. I know they show a lot of Dolphins games because of Tua. Right, nothing would have had an Arizona State movement. Yeah. You know, this was insane. God. I wish it was a full version of this anthem. The problem with the anthem is that, like, the first note, like, if you start in G, a C major, ooh, it's a G. The first note is a G. And the problem is that it goes up to an octave, to a high G. It goes up to a high G. Dust storm over? I think so. It's a lot of rain right now, but the dust storm's over. Oh, like the show game available in California markets? They can, but they don't have, not often. I know they show a lot of Dolphins games right now in Hawaii because of Tua. Closest time move to Arizona? No. This is the worst I've ever seen. Like, unironically, this, or no recency bias, this is the worst I've seen. Yeah, so sweet out the volume. The players are trying not to laugh. I love it. I love it so much. Did I put the money on Auburn? Let me check if I put the money on Auburn or not. Because I have no idea if I did. I most definitely did not. Hang on. I didn't put the money on Auburn. We got a $5 from Gear Trail. Appreciate you, man. Which game do you want? I'll get you on the call for it. Which game do you want me to do? I'm going to get you on the call for it. For the You Make the Call. Thoughts on Shedeur Sanders? I think the media is not helping him out. I think you don't want your third string quarterback to be a distraction. And right now, with the way the media is talking about him, he's becoming a distraction. I think we're seeing a lot of why he slipped in the draft. The problem with Shedeur is that he doesn't have the athleticism compared to a guy like Caleb Williams and was doing Caleb Williams stuff in college. You want Georgia Tech, Colorado? All right, get you on Georgia Tech, Colorado. That's a 15 because there's no request attached to that. Appreciate you, man. But the Chattanooga National Anthem by the police officer, oh, that was incredible. That was amazing. The other thing with Shedeur, he runs around too much. No, not fourth string. No, he's third. Pickett got traded. Kenny Pickett got traded. He's third string now. Pickett to the Raiders. That just happened a couple of minutes ago. Before he lost power, it just happened. So, and David with your hardcore on customer disrespect Ashley. All right, we'll do that. Appreciate you, man. We get you on the call. Which game do you want? Oh, Georgia Tech. All right, easy enough. Georgia Tech. But the thing with Shedeur, he runs around too much. He has to know when to eat a play and just throw it away or go to the check down. You would think he would learn for the first game where he ran backwards on 4th and 1, ran backwards like 25 yards. He did it, though, against the Rams. What that shows me is that he's not good at coaching. That's what that shows me. It still wouldn't be fourth string somehow. They got rid of Huntley. Like, you'd think a coach would say, don't ever do that again. And it's either bad coaching on the coaching staff or Shedeur is just cocky. Because there was no reason to do that. There was no reason to do that. To run around and take a 24-yard sack. And then Michael with a $5 email. We are so back, baby. Let's go. With Frazen. Let's go. Right, was not helping himself either. He was not. He was not. Yep, you're right on that one, Sports Talk. Right on that one. Very few can pull it off like that. Like with Shuck over Sanders, I get that. I completely get that. Less of a head case. I think you're seeing a lot of why he slipped. And I think the Browns are in trouble if he has to play. The recent Raiders moves. I mean, I like trading for Pickett. You need a backup quarterback because AOC is out. AOC's out for a few weeks, so you need a backup quarterback. You don't really have anyone, so yeah. No one says the bowl game against Tulane. Williams is going to be a bust. Well, it's still early to tell. Remember, Bryce Young, I was never high on Bryce Young, and he was terrible for the first year and a half. And then after that, they looked all right last year. Flatfield's locked up in the AL. I think you're right on that one. The guards are starting to slip a little bit. They're actually slipping a lot, I should say. Not a little bit, a lot. All right, let me get the ChatGPTs in, and then we'll do the hardcore pawn thing. Appreciate all you guys a ton on this one, by the way. Appreciate all you guys a ton for being here and sticking with me through the insane outage that we had. In the lowest donated game, by the end of this one, is going to be eliminated. Amari Cooper, I like the move. Veteran wideout, still hasn't been in the tank. Not a lot, but still been in the tank. He can still play, especially if Jacoby Myers is, especially if Jacoby Myers gets traded. Yeah, and Hooker is terrible. Hooker is terrible. Yeah, anytime you start the end with already, that's a bad sign. Yeah, he started too high. So he starts with a B. Most guys cannot hit a high B. So if you start with a B, that's a bad note to start on if you're a guy. Because you have to know. That's the problem with the anthem. It's the starting note. The starting note is hard. Versus O Canada, where the starting note, it's not an octave above. It doesn't get to an octave above. But if you start with a B, there's no way Lewis can hit. He cannot hit that note. There's no way. David with the 2. I'll get you on the Auburn game again. Hardcore mother-daughter fight. All right. All right, Scuba, not worth what he's asking. No, he's not. No. You're not wrong on that one. Best guy can do is just sounds like Facebook Marketplace. Yep, you're not wrong. Someone that's bought a lot of stuff on Facebook Marketplace. You were not wrong there. We still have 7 against the Mets. The Marlins still have 7 against the Mets. You know, Hooker was so bad. I mean, Holmes did a great job in that draft class. That was the one whiff he had. And then Joe the Tour, appreciate you, man. After error at EWR. Oh, boy. Severely reprimanded. I like the sound of that. The reaction to the second cop in the Chattanooga video? Yes. Yes. Oh, my God. That video was insane. Yeah, what did I don't know. I don't know what I said. Did I say Colorado Tech, Georgia? Yeah, no, I mean that. Yes, I mean that. I'll get you on Georgia Tech. All right. This time you'll take Georgia Tech. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. It was avoiding the Finley era as much as possible, which I get because the Finley era, I mean, he sold off everyone for, like, they won in spite of ownership. TVOs are good on Facebook Marketplace. They are. They're very good on Facebook Marketplace. I said Auburn. Ah, man. My bad. My bad. Wrong thing. Mulberry Street. Mulberry Street. What class should I take freshman year of college? Ooh. All I got for right now is that's definitely the words of the anthem. That's definitely how the anthem goes. I'll make up for it. Freshman year of college. Yeah, it's one of the worst renditions of the anthem ever. Bless its heart. Nearest drop ball, top the coolest visual on TV? Yes. Yeah, no, it is awesome. It is awesome. Freshman year of college. So my first semester I took like a time management class. Just as like an easy credit. There was communications 101, so you learn how to like public speaking, learn how to like the different styles of communication and whatnot. I don't remember what else I took. What else did I take? Sport management I took. And a life seminar class with the president of the school. 2 Grassy fan reaction videos and the return of Matt Mitchell's roll call. Let's go. Idaho State. Idaho State. Yeah, last night I seen 3P. Yep, crazy. Crazy on that one. And then what else did I take? I took a sport management class. I'm blanking on who I took. How many people in the league? Let me post it. I think we have 16 in right now. Let me post. Tyler's 4th class? Oh, nice. You know, the president teaches a class, and it was awesome. Yeah, the Francis Scott off-key was just... that made it so good. I mean, that was just... The I'll Make Up For It is one of the best lines in any anthem. Up there with Let's Play Some Basketball. Let's see, how many teams do we have in the league? We have... The Jersey Shortcasting Anthem, that'd be terrible. We have 15 in the league. So ideally I want to have at least one more. Ideally I want to have one more. Did I want to become a sports copyright specialist back then? No. No, of course not. No, I had no idea. I thought it was going to be the next Greg Gumbel. Yeah. I thought it was going to be the next Greg Gumbel. Work ESPN and work in Bristol. That's what I thought. That's what I thought at first. Oh, Vandals? Yeah, that's good. Favorite Cal? Okay, now I think I might get to 60. He only needs 10. The rest, he needs one more month to get... I mean, I said 58. I think it's going to get to 60 now. How many times even have I tried? No. No, I don't think I can. I don't think I can. I don't believe in hypnosis. Not in the traditional sense, at least. Not in the traditional sense. Let me just get these ChatGPTs in, and then we're going to do the other stuff in the queue. Let me just write these in. No, Brock is off all to you at 11. He's not falling outside the top 3. Oh, we spent a 12 or 10 team like 15 future, and we're picking a draft order is not set. The draft order is randomized. I don't know the order until an hour before the draft. It's completely randomized. You know, Finley was going to blow up that team. Finley was blowing up that team. All right. Next time with Schwab. Yep. I love Stump the Schwab. I love Stump the Schwab. I thought that was going to be my route in terms of like sport historian for ESPN, or going that way. Being an analyst, being on those shows and whatnot. I thought that was going to be my route. Yeah, ideally I want to get to 16. I don't want to have buys. I might close it at 16. I might close the league at 16. And then I'll figure out the settings and everything afterwards. But I think I'll close the league at 16. So get in now if you want. Well, my teammate, the Drunk Irishman, are going for belt. Oh, okay. Yeah, Barkley felt 11 for you last year was incredible. So back here, football game, but I hit him for a touchdown. Yep, me too. Me too. The only thing about that show you have to know about stuff like women's sports sense, not really. You don't have to know a lot about that. It's a lot of football, baseball, basketball. They really stick to those. Hang on, give me a second. Toxic Clubs? Yes. Absolutely. Best defensive World Series performance. Oh, not the 86 Red Sox. I know that. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. The Rangers are pretty good in 23 defensively. Rangers are pretty good defensively, pretty stout. Sally says, that's been St. Louis. Ooh, my doctor, you mean New Orleans. That's been New Orleans. My doctor believes in group therapy. What's strange is he's a isolationist. I'm not sure on that one. Just certainly, what should we give them at the end of the season? I can't give away memberships like that. I can't give away memberships. Like, I can't choose when people get memberships. I think it's just for fun. It's always been for fun. I don't know if I'm gonna give away anything. I want to give away something, but I have no idea. Oh, I mean profession. Oh, profession. Okay. Lawyer. We'll go lawyer on that one. We'll go lawyer. Major dust storm causes a major accident. Yeah, if you're on the roads in this, I mean, visibility, you can't see a thing. You can't see a thing out there. All right. So let's do this. I appreciate all you guys being here. See what it takes to get into the queue. Any audio, video, chat GPT. See what it takes to get in. All right. Hardcore pawn. Trophy? We could do a trophy. I probably give me some orange beside Jags Chiefs. Not that I can think of. Unless I'm sick or anything. Not that I can think of. We should be pretty good to do everything besides that. Oh, you're talking like... Oh, I thought you meant like... I didn't realize you meant like including pitching. I thought you meant like fielding-wise. Rangers... Yeah, I thought you meant like fielding-wise. Like, if you're talking pitching, Orioles 66 is my pick on that one. Dust Storm all the way to Illinois. Oh, man. We're like 12-player poll, 50-10 season. Someone tells me he's not done just yet. All right. Customer disrespects Ashley. Here we go. Oh, I've not seen that one, Mr. Evelyn. I've not seen that one. All right. Laying on the table. Oh. Oh. Okay, you can't do that on the table. Everyone gets a trophy? Yeah, why not? I get laying on the table and test it out, but doing that now. Would I still stream it? Yes, I would. I would still stream it. Whew. Jeez. Oh my god. Yeah, this is not how to pick up women. I just can't finish last. Yep. Oh my god. What? This can't be real. This cannot be real. The Magic 56 and pink streak. Nope. Never gonna get broken. No one's even come close. Do the Jags-Rams game? I have no idea. Somebody's gonna throw a punch. That is true, yeah. That was insane. Who talks like that? Who goes to a store like that and does that? I have no idea. How do you even know, like she was in the store? It's insane. This show is nuts. This show is absolutely nuts. Okay, mother-daughter fight. Okay, so far pretty normal. Okay, expensive stuff. Alright, that's never a good sign. There's no way this can be expensive. No, that's not worth anything. Old albums now. Although, you know, nowadays a little bit different. Nowadays that might be worth something. Yeah. Talk West America, my Doge. I believe you know the name? I guess. The daughter's right on this. Well, it's not junk to you, but it's junk to them. The daughter's right. King of the Hill, Bill Lewis football record. All right. Oh my God! Now pulling the hair. Holy cow. Georgia Tech, Dionorado. I love it. Why is security not stepping in? When Christmas Friday will be a triple header? Yes, it's going to be a triple header every year unless it's on a Wednesday. Because you can easily schedule around that. Best position player of the 20s. Can't go Ruth, Garrett Hornsby, Cicely Cobb. Man. Oh, I have no idea on that one. I was going to go Hornsby if I couldn't go Ruth. Man. Yeah, I saw, yeah. Finally, they got security. It only took like 5 minutes. God. And Christmas Thursday football? I don't know if they'll do Thursday for Christmas Eve. I don't know if they'll do Christmas Eve. Boxing Day triple header. We don't have Boxing Day in the U.S. Like people go to work and whatnot on that. But Christmas, they'll always have the NFL be a triple header unless it's a Wednesday because you can't really schedule for that. Which show lasts so long? It's Simpsons, Family Guy, South Park. I'm going to go Family Guy. And the reason why is because Family Guy, at this point, the Simpsons voice actors, I think they're going to die at some point. South Park, something tells me Trey and Matt don't want to keep doing South Park. They want to do like musical theater and whatnot. But they just signed a massive extension. Family Guy, 7 has very little involvement. They can keep running that show without Seth. Once Matt leaves The Simpsons, that's it. But Seth, basically, he just does the voices at this point. You can replace that. Like, Seth has no involvement in Family Guy outside the voices. Whatever, look at me funny when I show up with a bunch of boxes. Yeah. Oh, NFL doubleheader or triple header for Saturday? Probably doubleheader. Probably doubleheader on that one. In some form. I don't know what form, but a spin-off. Oh, if we're counting spin-offs, it's a little bit different. If we're counting spin-offs. Yeah, I love a sitcom of, I know they can't do it anymore, but Lionel Hutz running a law firm. Family Guy easiest to produce? Yeah. Oh, by far. It's also the easiest to write a script for, because it's like 5 minutes of story, and the rest is just cutaways. The only thing with Family Guy is obviously you have to pay the live orchestra. 8 standalone, 8 Sunday afternoon. Yeah, I don't think they do Thursday night for that reason. I don't think they do Thursday night. Christmas Eve usually is not a good night to do football. They don't like Christmas Eve for the most part, because Christmas Eve, a lot of people are out and sleeping and whatnot. They don't really like Christmas Eve. If possible. If at all possible. Yeah, so the wind reached 70 miles an hour. If you're wondering, we just got an update from Arizona Family. 70-mile-an-hour winds. Plus an inch of rain. 70-mile-an-hour winds, inch of rain, thunder, lightning, and all that. Yeah, problem with 8 standalone is that it's just, the slate's not that good. I think you need 9. I think you need 9 for the, you need 9 games on Sundays. How many triple headers have there been? Not many. Not many recently. Right now, they play Christmas Eve in the past. They have played Christmas Eve in the past. But they don't play on, like, national TV. They'll do, like, NFL Network. They don't play national TV for Christmas Eve. Like, NBC doesn't do... They didn't do Sunday Night Football for Christmas Eve on NBC. People lost power? I lost power. I lost power for, like, 30 minutes. If you go back on the stream, there was a point in the bottom of the 8th inning where I just completely lose power. And it was about, I want to say, 55 minutes ago. I lost power, and the stream just went kaput. And when President Christmas Eve watching football, but it's not my team. For the Hawaii Bowl, I like it, but for other stuff, no. Not if it's my team. All right, pilots reprimanded. Right, Alan Network's okay? Yes. You know, they have nothing else. Guy joined late. All good, man. All good. Yeah, no, we got 70-mile-an-hour winds We got inch of rain, thunder, lightning, tons of dust. Yeah, it was a lot. Yeah, so if you're wondering what happened with the Marlins stream and why the Marlins stream ended early to some extent, I lost power. I'm not a sliders guy. I'm not a fast food guy, so I don't know Crystal or White Castle. All right, here we go. Pilots recommended. Here we go. And New York's a bad airport to mess up at. You see, it takes to get into the Q&A audio video chat. You see, it takes to get in for audio video chat GPT. We're in overtime right now. Oh, this is 4th of July. Okay, even better. Even better. 4th of July. Okay. Okay, caution for the jet blast. All right. And two, the tour, Marv Albert on Letterman. All right, get you on. Which game do you want? Get you on the call for it. Appreciate you. Which game do you want me to do? We'll get you on for that one. And we're going to eliminate the lowest donated game. We're going to eliminate the lowest donated game, which right now is Wake Forest, Kennesaw State. Eliminated by the end of tonight. By the end of the stream, we'll eliminate the game. Okay, so far so good. Okay, just slight left. Alright. Alright. Colorado, alright, perfect. Good thing it was midnight. Yeah, if it was during the day, holy cow. With all this stuff taking place. Okay, we just got thunder again, so we'll see. Alright, so I missed the turn already, yeah. He missed the turn already. They give pretty clear instructions on where it is. Home tradition 2. Well, it messed up the schedule a little bit. If it was like on a Wednesday or something. I mean, there is football every day. I mean, you do have college football on Halloween. Right, college football New Year's, yeah. You're not getting rid of... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so just look for CC on this one. Okay. Alright. It's a runway. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, don't go on the runway. Oh my god. Huh. Wait, the sport park is out. Yep. That's what it's not gonna do. Yeah, you're right on that one, Unknown, with Marv Albert. How do you turn on a runway? How do you not know what a runway looks like? I was said banning. I've not heard about that. That's even for Big Noon Kickoff. Okay, so this just happened. Okay, this literally just happened. Okay, let's see. He's far from the same. I mean, he... That seems like a... That seems like an overreaction on that. I don't... He didn't do anything illegal. From what I know. I know he did some stuff where, like, he was, like, celebrating... Like, he was... Like, he went to one game as, like, he flew a... I know he flew a jet over saying extend Ryan Day. I know that. Last year, he flew a jet over the same saying extend Ryan Day. How am I doing a game of 3 because people swear? Right, you're not. Oh my goodness, this is insane. Best pitcher of the 70s, Palmer. You know Palmer on that one, Jim Palmer. I can't go with Seaver, Ryan, or Hunter. I'm going to go Palmer. I don't get how you... I mean, I don't get how you go on a... Like, how do you not know what a runway looks like? can fly one over every stadium. Yes, you should. The illegal handshake. Who could I see him doing with? Oh man, I could see Grossi with LaFleur, Tree with Ryan Clark. Right now, yeah, biggest fan being a Michigan fan. Yep. That's all. That's never a good sign that you're banning someone just for being a fan of the other team. Yeah, this is gonna be a disaster. Now, Raleigh Fingers, that's a good pick. Raleigh Fingers is a good pick. I'm gonna go Palmer, but yeah, that's not a bad pick though. All right. Next up, King of the Hill. Clock's at 0. $5 more gets to it at this point. $5 more gets to it at this point. Bill loses football record. The outline of O'Hara, Hartfield, Jackson? No, I have not. No, I have not. And that's what the Buckeyes do, to be fair to them. That's what they do. Seven Stores got an idea what the weather was up? Yeah, it was bad. That's from the 1860s. I couldn't name you a single player from the 1860s. That's right. You know, it was nuts. We lost power for a little bit. It's not like pitch black outside. Last time we had rain for a day? I have no idea. I have no idea. Why does College World play Thursdays versus Thursday football? I mean, College World never wins in the rains against the NFL. And they've always done that. You know, the foam finger does not look like a foam finger. Let's zoom in. All right, here comes Ricky. Just hopping on the field. I feel like he's gonna take a job at Strickland Propane. God. And they just let him go in. They hand the ball. The show was a killer. They would hate to lose a record like that. That should be an asterisk next to it. Yeah, that's asterisk next to that one. Yeah, I've just never lost a record like that. Like, that's not legit football. And then we sell the right. We sell the return after that. Yes. I know. Oh, he's in the denial phase right now. Yeah. That would absolutely... They would banish the record. That'd be an asterisk. Oh, 55 and a half. Oh, over. Definitely over on that one. He's at 50 right now. Over on that. The question is 60. 55 he's going to get to, barring injury. I'd be surprised if he doesn't get to 55. Or 56, I should say. All right, Marv Albert and Letterman. All right, here we go. Tuesday, Wednesday, Game 7 in September, they do not. No, only October and November. Because October is conference play, November is conference play, September is usually not. Oh, yeah, that game, yeah, the Panthers dominated that one. That was the official end of the Cowboys dynasty. All right, here we go, Marv Albert. 6 teams left. All right, perfect. I'm going to close it out for today, so if you want to get in, make sure you get in now. Otherwise, that's it. I'll close it at 16. I'll say anyone else wants to get in that has not gotten in already. I'll close it at 16. Well, D-backs are not going to come back and win this one. Let's see. Okay, I haven't gotten to that yet. Just started. Then we got email. We got 2 ChatGPTs. Again, $5 more gets to it at this point. And the audio video ChatGPT, we'll get to that. I appreciate all you guys tuning in again. We're going to eliminate the lowest donated game by the end of this stream, which right now looks like Kennesaw Wake Forest. Harkerbuck with a 10er. Ooh, all right. Which game do you want? Get you on the call for it. Hang on. Which game do you want for that? I just have the following trade offer. I'll get Hurts if I give up Lamar. A straight swap. Is that a straight swap? Do you get anything else, or is that a straight swap? No, don't take the trade. Lamar over Hurts. It's not even close. For fantasy, Lamar... No. You keep Lamar. Lamar over Hurts, it's not even close. Not even close. Which game do you want, Harker? Appreciate you, man. Straight swap? No, don't do it. Don't do it. You got the better quarterback. Hang on. Give me a second here. Well, Auburn, all right, perfect. There's 0 requests attached to that, so that's a 30 going to the Auburn game. You know, decline the trade. Hurts for Lamar straight up. You have the better quarterback. Do not do it. Do not do it at all. Absolutely, positively not. No way, Jose, on that trade. No way. Well, they usually have 1 home game on Tuesday in October. Yeah, usually for TV purposes. All right, here we go. The football funnies. All right. Ooh, getting pants. All right, that's a good sign. McMahon pants in a guy. That's good. Major Harris. Oh, he lined up on the wrong guard. Yep. On the wrong guard. Extra point. Wait, I've never seen that. I've never seen that. The extra point bounces off the upright and goes back to the kicker and he runs it in. Half of song was It's Tricky by Run DMC. Younger version of Looney Tunes characters haven't be kids of the set characters. I did not realize that. Half of song was It's Tricky by Run DMC. Is the player motion allowed to do that? Can the player motion flip and cartwheel like that? Alright. Ooh. That break the glasses? Oh, right in the cranium. Right in the cranium for the back judge. Oh! Ooh. And now baseball. Oh, ball boy picks it up. Yep. Ball boy picks it up. Yep. You can't do that. That happens like once a year. That happens, I feel like it happens once a year. The ball went into the wall. What's the rule on that? Ground rule double? I don't know what the rule on that is if it goes into the wall. Like, it's gotta be ground rule double. It's like the Ivy. I've seen the kickback in the infield. I've seen that play. That was a great play. I've seen that one before. I've seen the kick. Tic-tac-toe. I've seen that before on the pitcher's mound. I've seen that. I respect it. Oh. Oh. 2 off the head. Over the wall, and then I've seen that one. Yeah, I've seen that one where he goes over. Contreras hit his coach with a bat? Oh, wait, I did not see that. Did that just happen? That's a great grab barehanded. That's a great grab. Wait, hang on. Contreras hit his... Wait. I did not see that. Hang on. This must have just happened. D-backs lost 7-5, by the way. Not surprised. All right. Let's see. So we... That's assault! That's assault! Holy cow. So mad at the umpire they threw his bat at his own coach. I mean, if the coach wants to risk charges, he can. You don't assume the risk of a player throwing a bat at you. I mean, that's uncalled for, obviously. Yeah, no, that's assault. That's assault. That's insane. Holy cow. A sick attack move. Oh, yeah, you can't leave the pits when you got the part attached like that. Oh, no, what? He's practicing golf in his own backyard. This is not going to end well. This is not going to end well. I'm not sure on that one, Kev. Unknown. I'm not sure on that one. Giants Eagles 13-3. Yeah, that's so good today. Wow. All right, yeah. This golf clip will not end well. 3 spots for Hester. All right. Ooh. Running to the camera. Well. Yep. Well, that's... Yeah, he's screwed. He's screwed. I need at least one more person in fantasy. I want to have an even number of teams. I need at least one more in fantasy. What the heck is a strategy on that? Raise your arms to get punched? What was the Al Michaels vid? Oh, yeah. This week. This week on that one. This week. The Al Michaels vid's coming out this week. Yeah, mom can't get into the boxing ring like that. Yeah, mom can't get in the boxing ring during a fight. They consent to fighting. There's a judge. That's that's insane. The mom just comes into the fight just to break it up. That's incredible. Oh my god, that's amazing. All right, let's get the ChatGPT sending in $5 more gets to it for any audio, video, ChatGPT requests. So just something to keep in mind. All right. Yeah, D-backs. Eduardo is just not a good pitcher. Eduardo is not a good pitcher. We've known that for a while. He just has not worked out. Swinging a miss on signing him. All right. 2 ChatGPTs as things stand. Again, any audio video ChatGPT. If you have no request counts as triple. $25 straight up for It's Tricky by Run DMC. And if you haven't seen today's video, click the link above. We have a new video dropping tomorrow on JG8 and JG9 as well. And we'll do JG9 News. So let's see, Ducks. I could see that, actually. I actually could see that. All right, here we go. So, a bartender. The bartender is Caillou. Lone Bears the Barcelona. Yeah, Charlotte's scored a lot since then. Yes. Oh man, it was a bustling city. Bustling city when I was at college. It's a nice city too. Gorgeous. Gorgeous city. All right, here we go. DW is on the bar stool and slams hands on the counter. You there, I want chocolate milk, and not the kind with the yucky bubbles. Caillou behind the bar is pouting. I was already gonna make that. You didn't have to yell. Everyone's so mean to me. He slams a plastic cup of the counter and spills the milk. Now I'm all wet. Dude, DuckTales, I can see that. Woo. Yeah, like Daffy Duck and one. I could see why they went with ducks, or they wanted to go with ducks. Caillou's now crying because he has milk on him. Oh, you're so dramatic. Just give me the chocolate milk. You didn't say please. Now Little Bear approaches the table with a notepad. Little Princess sits at the table with tiara. I want spaghetti, but not spaghetti. It has to be shaped like little stars. And the sauce better not touch the stars or I'll scream. I at least get the idea of don't want to have two things touching. I at least get that. I get that concept. I don't even like working. My feet hurt and my shirt is itching. My pencil is something. Hello, are you even writing this? Just sitting there being useless. Why do I have to do everything? I'm tired. I haven't even had a juice box today, and everyone's bossy. At the bar, DW is trying to get Caillou to get some milk. Where is my chocolate milk? I've been waiting for 5 whole minutes. You know, that's a good question. If you're waiting 5 minutes on chocolate milk, that is nuts. All right. I dropped the chocolate syrup and it splashed in my eye. I can't work under these conditions. So just wash it out of your eye. He peeks over the bar with his face sticky with chocolate. Why do I have to do everything? I'm just a kid. You're the bartender. Do your job. You know, DW's not wrong here. Not going to get a good tip. I can tell you that much. We all remember burst through the kitchen doors. That's definitely not allowed. Someone tell... Oh, wait. Oh, no. Little River was working. I forgot. Little River was working. Someone tell me what a star noodle is, because the princess said she screamed I brought the wrong kind, and I just finished crying in the walk-in freezer. Meanwhile, little princess gets her order, and it's not a star. You brought a round noodle? You ruined my life. Little princess now runs up to the bar and throws a napkin at Caillou. He didn't do anything. Do something, you bald baby. This place is a nightmare. Don't call me bald, Mom. They're being mean to me. You're like the worst bartender ever. I'm running a Yelp review. I quit. Again. For the 4th time today. All 4 now crying and yelling. How's it going, EJ? Appreciate tuning in. DW is chugging her chocolate milk. I guess she got her milk at least. Little Princess is tossing the noodles around. Because she can't eat them, obviously, because they're round and not star-shaped. Caillou is hiding, and Little Bear is lying on the floor whispering, I hate noodles over and over again. And the restaurant gets destroyed. Yeah, it sounds about right. That sounds about right. God. All right, now we've got Phineas and Ferb, an episode where Dr. Doofenshmirtz creates a dust storminator. Anyway, I have one more thing in the queue after this, so keep that in mind. $5 or more gets in for any audio video chat GPT. Appreciate all you guys being here on this Monday night and sticking with me even after I lost power for quite some time due to the dust storm taking place in Arizona. But we're back and we should be good. All right, here we go. Finisher sit under a tree, sipping lemonade. You know what this reminds me of, Ferb? The Serengeti Plains during the dry season, only with more sprinklers. What if we built a safari park, but made extreme? Like with skateboards. Hey, Ferb, I know what we're going to do today. What you doing? We're building a skateboarding safari park, complete with animal-shaped ramps, half-pipe watering holes, and maybe a zipline giraffe enclosure. Ooh, sounds dangerous. I love it. Do I gotta be chased by a lion? They're no actual lions, right? Of course not, Bellsheet. That would be irresponsible. They build the thing, they get the Fireside Girls help to build the enclosures and whatnot, and I guess they're building a safari with skateboards. You know, I could see that being a cool concept. A skating park, but yeah, I didn't even want to be a tree. No, we did not want to be a tree during this. So the tree bark is round, and he couldn't deal with round. It had to be star. There's no star-shaped tree. So, like an animal-themed skating park, that'd be kind of cool. So they build that. Meanwhile, Dr. Doofenshmirtz is in his lair. Or his office, I should say. Every single day I dust my lair, and by the next morning it's dusty again. It's like the dust is mocking me. What am I supposed to do? So I created the Dust Storminator. It collects local dirt, swells it into a massive storm cloud, and unleashes it onto the tri-state area. No one will dust again because they won't see anything. And I will have no dust. I'll be the only clean building in the tri-state area. Perry the Platypus, just in time to be coated with a fine layer of particulate dread. He gets trapped inside dust. Meanwhile, Candace is now in a room looking outside the window. Oh, come on. Safari ramps? Skateboarding elephants? This time I'm definitely busting them. Mom, these for more. Wait, oh no, the giraffe zip line is working. Mom, you gotta come over like right now. There's a zip line in our backyard. Now, kids are in the backyard, zooming past on scooters and skateboards. This is the perfect balance of wildlife aesthetic and urban sport. Also, a thrilling test of centrifugal force. What? I read some books. Well, Doof flips the switch on the dust storminator. The machine rumbles to life. Now, the tri-state area will know my dry, gritty laugh. A dust storm begins to form over the skyline, but Perry leaps into action. He escapes the trap and dodges sandblasts, fights Doofenshmirtz. The machine gets out of control, hitting the self-destruct button. Eventually. We'll get to that in a second. But first, the dust cloud reaches the neighborhood. Mom, look! Wait, where did they go? The skate safari is now obscured by the dust storm. So the skate park's still there, but you can't see it because there's no visibility because of the dust. Candace, I'm not standing in this dust cloud for mirage. I'm going inside. Maybe you should join me. Come on! But the skate park's still there, which is amazing. Perry then smashes a support beam, self-destruct button. Chance to steal a wild card? D-backs, only because their schedule plays a lot of teams in front of them. They play a lot of teams in front of them, so... Tough schedule, but they do play a lot of teams in front. Padres and Dodgers, the final 7 games, is going to be interesting because they might not have anything to play for by that point, so it could be a lot of crap lineups. The Dust Storminator explodes after Perry gets it to reverse course and hits the self-destruct button. The dust ball flies through the air and knocks down everything inside the backyard. Because now it's just a giant ball. Wait, Mom, look, it's all crashing. That's proof. Proof of what, dear? The dust clears, revealing a totally normal backyard. So the skate park is destroyed. It was right there. Ramps, rhinos, dust clouds. Maybe you need a nap. Maybe you have some dust in your eye. Doof then sits in his ruins. Dust always wins. Curse you, Perry the Platypus. So far, what should we do tomorrow? Maybe something with water. I still think I'm coughing up the dirt. Hey, Sapool's getting called up in September? No, I don't see it. I could see Aces, but not Sapool's. I don't think anyone in AA is getting called up. Tommy Troy by 26 will get called up, I think. Tommy Troy, Slade Cole by 26, I think will get called up. And maybe Lynn as well. But Lawler will get a call up for the Aces. Lawler's going to get a call up once he's healthy. Lawler will get called up. They'll play in the final month. Why not? But other than Lawler, I'm not sure anyone gets called up in our farm system in September. Not anyone notable, at least. All right. Well, that was a good episode of Famous Verb. And now we get to The chat GPT Frazzin Season 3. The Steelers coming off their win and Frazzin continuing their domination. And pretty good and very timely. Yeah, very timely. Yeah, Marlins and Giants, I would say the Marlins. With 7 against the Mets, yeah. Here we go. So everyone is meeting in the boardroom. Ready to show up on subtitles? Oh, nice. Nice. I love Earth to Show back in the day. I don't have MLB on my PlayStation. But back in the day, I played that game all the time growing up. Gentlemen and Frank, we have a situation. Let me guess. The commissioners are conspiring against us. Again. Always, but this time they've officially hired someone. A troll. A menace. A name that sends shivers down the chat logs of JG streaming days. Oh no, don't say it. Rob Carson. Oh, son of a... That little weasel called me a bandwagoner, said Tua was mid, and so the Jags fans every chance he got. He called Tua a backup! A backup! George, can you believe this? I believe we found the biggest K-pop cockroach this side of Seoul. Howard Cosell, at your service. I have heard the call of duty. I see the state of sports broadcasting today, and it repulses me. Yeah, Cosell's in this now. Cosell's gonna be joining the booth. Ooh, baby, now it's a party. The networks of yore are trembling in their loafers. Gentlemen, I shall bring eloquence, gravitas, and a complete lack of tolerance for idiocy. You and Carlin together. George Carlin, Howard Cosell. This could either save the world or burn it to the ground. Why not both? Meanwhile, Goodell is now talking with me and Michael. Look, I've had to keep it the appearances, but the truth is, I've actually been rooting for you guys the whole time. I had to keep it the charade, but what you're building, it's what football needs. That's why I'm officially becoming your inside man. I'll feed you every piece of intel I get about Rob's next move, because this is great for the NFL, and we're thriving right now. So, I'm rooting for you guys. What's his first move? International sabotage. Rob's planning chaos at our global showcases. But Michael, for you, we're going to Serbia. Frank, you know what to do. I'll be in Belgrade, planting a garage on top of Rob's hotel. Make sure the flag's upside down. Yeah, he would plant an upside down flag. Joe is down with a clipboard. So, you guys are talking Rob, Serbia chaos. I love it, but wait a second. Who's gonna watch the kids? Wait, what kids? Who are you talking about? Caillou, Little Brown Bear, DW, and we just got a new assignment as well. Some girl named Little Princess. The Brat Pack is coming back next week for the season opener. Oh, sweet mother of crying Christ. I swear to God. Don't worry, I got him. I'm the official babysitter of the Brat Pack. I'll keep him out of your hair. Unless I need to do some emotional renovations. Translation, they'll be crying to drywall the second quarter of week 1. Thoughts on the Brewers are a great team. Great team. No real stars on their team, but they're just so well-rounded in terms of the rotation, in terms of the lineup. There's no real weak spots. It's death by a thousand cuts. I love the way they play the game. I love the way they play. Oh, Dr. D, how's it going? Dr. D, welcome in. Thanks for the raid, Dr. D. You missed it earlier. We lost power for 30 minutes because of a dust storm. It's a bad dust storm in Arizona. So we just lost power, but we are back and we are up and running, and it's going all right. Because it was not going right for a little bit. Appreciate you tuning in, though. Appreciate you being here as always. Your power went out early. It did. It was not pretty. The power, it was not pretty. I can tell you that much. It was 70-mile-an-hour winds, an inch of rain, thunder, lightning. It was bad. It was bad. Literally middle of the stream, bottom of the 8th inning, we lost power. Never happened before. I posted photos of that on my Twitter account. It was a lot. It was a lot, yeah. Let me see if I can pull them up. This was one of them from that someone had. Not my photo, but this one that someone had. How dusty was outside the apartment? I had to barricade the doors. How dusty was outside my apartment? This dusty. This dusty. No visibility. How dusty was it outside my apartment? This is something that someone posted. I don't know where they're driving in this. This is one of my other friends posted. Pirates lost. Jeez. Like, that's all dust. So, yeah, it was bad. So, we lost power for a little bit. Worst dust storm I've seen in 6 years here. In my 6 years in Arizona, the worst dust storm I've ever seen. Cool, but scary, but glad we're okay. And glad we got power back. Glad everything... I mean, we lost power for like 20 minutes. I don't know how Cox got the power back in time. But, yeah, it was bad. It was a lot. Dust storm on my birthday less. This year we usually get dust storms in the spring in Albuquerque. Yeah, we get them in the fall. We get them in like August. It was raining. Arizona or Africa. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't tell the difference really with this. Like, it was that much. Favorite road ballpark I've been to, Camden Yards. Camden Yards is awesome. Went there a few years ago. Yeah, there I am, Gary. There I am. You know, it was raining. It was raining in here. It was thundering, lightning. It was downpouring. We got an inch of rain in like a 30-minute stretch. It was a lot. Yeah, Haboob season is interesting. That's what they call them, Haboobs. Haboob. It's interesting. It's interesting. Post fantasy, we're at 17? Yes, I can. I can. Hang on, give me a second. Give me a second to post the link. Then we'll be good to go. Give me a second to post the link. Yeah, if you want to join the Fantasy League, draft this Wednesday. Yeah, it's cool to watch the dust storms inside. Yeah, outside I would have died. Outside with my asthma, I would have died. I was like, I'm not opening the door, the window. I'm staying inside for this. I'll go outside for some rainstorms every now and then. Like, just sit out my balcony and watch. But this one, I'm like, no. Never been to PNC, but I want to go. It's on my bucket list. I've heard nothing but good things about it. Heard nothing but good things about PNC. I definitely want to go at some point. Hopefully the Pirates have a game in 26. When the schedule comes out, hopefully there's a game Friday of the NFL draft at PNC. Because if there is, it means I can go to the game. Because I went to Comerica when the Tigers played on Friday before the draft. Drafted a quarterback? I'm guessing Tua. I'm guessing I drafted Tua. Josh Allen. No, you drafted Josh Allen. All right, press conference now. We're not backing down. We're not censoring ourselves. And we're sure as hell not letting Robert the Commissioner erase our network. That's why we've got some new allies. Real fans, real voices. We got Nick reporting from the front lines, RFK bringing intel from the belly of the beast, Jackson and Summer leading the resistance against Frazen, Joe Elliott turning volume knobs and sanity levels, and don't forget Tua's Elite. Oh, Christ, here we go again. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call delusion as doctrine. She's passionate. I'm just here to make sure she doesn't slap anyone on camera. Live from the chaos, and yes, Frank is currently gluing a toilet to the ceiling. This could be one hell of a season. Season 3 begins now. Rob, the Commissioner's the trolls. You want war? You got one. And this time, we got an army. To truth, football, and total chaos. To broadcasting done right. And brat whipping done righteously. I do good. Oh, he's going to do a lot of good this year. He's going to do a lot of good. I can't wait. I remember the Angel Stadium. They have an arcade there? Oh, that's nice. That's a nice relic. Do you have to pay for the arcade? That's stuff you have to pay for the arcade. But that is nice. An arcade in a stadium. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of an arcade in a stadium. But that's awesome. All right. Last call for anything. Any audio, any video. ChatGPT. $5 or more gets you in for that. And I should also note, we eliminate the lowest donated game by the end of this stream. I should also note that Michael is number 1 on the leaderboard. That means $20 is going to get added to Georgia or excuse me, $20 actually because of it was donated. It's free. Oh, that's awesome. It was actually, he wanted Auburn Baylor from the vote that happened. It was Auburn Baylor. So $20 can get added to Auburn Baylor as things stand. Let's see if anything, let's say anyone is overtaking Michael before. Again, we have 3 days on this to make the call. We have 3 days on this to make the call. So keep that in mind. But we do eliminate one of the games tonight. So last call for anything. Royals playing much better as of late. They're quietly sticking up on the Guardians are falling off. 6 straight losses. They've fallen off. I don't think they're making it. I think the playoff picture is locked in right now in the AL. I think what we got right now is what we're going to get. I don't know about seedings, but I think the 6 teams we got, the 6 teams we're going to have. I don't think the Royals are legit, but they're playing better as of late, obviously. All right, so last call for anything I was going to call it here. Tomorrow we have a video dropping. Most underrated goal line stand in NFL history. I would say Eagles-Cardinals. Eagles-Cardinals back in the day. So we have a video dropping on NFL history tomorrow morning. NJG8. Well, not last call for fantasy. We'll do one more because I don't want to have an odd number of teams. I don't want buys. Yeah, last call for fantasy. If we get an even number of teams at any point, I'll do it. We have 17 teams. I want one more at least. Want one more team. How'd Shane Smith do today? Super 16, that's a great pick. I'm not sure that's underrated, but that's a great pick. 1 hit, 7 innings, that was great. Oh yeah, that was, yeah. I felt bad for it's only 17, but it's like, don't come for me. It's like one of those, like, if you're going to ask the question about playing on the island, like, you got to be able to take criticism in this industry. But yeah, that was an insane situation. I was like, I don't want to, like be too hard on him because he's only a kid. But it's like, if you're going to call me an idiot and then say I don't know anything, I don't have a career in sports media, it's like, let me show you. I paid my dues. I paid my dues, young grasshopper. I paid my dues. And it's not about you, it's about the readers and the audience. And you'll learn that eventually. You'll learn that eventually. Hopefully it's a learning lesson for him. Hopefully it's a learning lesson. I don't want to go too hard on the guy. He's 17, but... And we've all been there. We've all been young and stupid and naive and made mistakes. But, yeah. Overlooked bad drafting my team ever made. Derek Harvey round 1 was awful. The trade up for that. Quinn and Groves as well. Quinn and Groves round 2. Harves and Groves. So I'd say Groves. Ed Challenge have anything about Haboobs? I don't think so. Was there a deck up? No, I made sure. I couldn't see it. You couldn't see any street signs or any roads like that. You know, I made sure. Like, even if I did, I mean, I live in an apartment complex. It's like, it's very secure. Very secure. I lock my doors. I lock everything. You have to, like, multiple steps to get into the building. Where we could just put it 18, put it on the community page of Studio Joins. We could do that. We could do that as well. We could do that. Last call as well for It's Tricky. $25 for that at karaoke. Last call for Counter Wake 4. Something because I'm set off here. So game plan. Tomorrow, new video on JG9, JG8. Assuming I don't lose power again. JG9, JG9 News. We should have new videos dropping on those channels. We got 18? Did we get 18? All right, I'm going to close it there then. I'm going to close it at 18. I'll work on the settings for the league in a little bit. Hang on, give me a second. Give me a second. Did we get 18? Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, trading Frank Crawford Collier, that was not a good move, obviously. That was not a good move. All right, let's see. We've got 18. Yep. I got 18. So let me adjust the settings for the league. Appreciate you guys a ton. JG9 signing off. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. And I will see you guys... Oh, wait, hang on. I will see you guys... Wait, league size from the current... Wait, timeout. That's one of the current... Oh, delete teams. Hang on. How many teams do I want? Just an even number. I want an even number of teams. So deleting team 7, team 10, because they're not real. All right, perfect. See you guys tomorrow night for D-backs Brewers. And, yeah, that'll be at what, 7:40 Eastern time? I think 7:40 Eastern time. Take care, guys. New videos coming tomorrow.